expressed in this program by the host or guests do not state or reflect those of the company, its management, sponsors, or any entities they represent.
Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off a steal. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis, and breaking scoreboards. Simone of the Olympics, defense and big business. The Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the 3 in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bell in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host Dee Trynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host Dee Trynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, what's really good? Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. If you just, you can catch us on IG too, Industry Sports at Dee Trynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk, which yours truly. We back, y'all. I'm here with the homie Tap. We back in the building. We was first talking, basketball, but now we here for this Browns, for this gridiron, for this football. Super Bowl is 3 days away. Okay, they in New Orleans right before Mardi Gras. Super Bowl action, Chiefs versus Eagles. We'll get into some of that prediction stuff later. But we gonna start off with breaking news. Tap, let's hear from you, bro.
So Mary Kay Cabot came out with a it's not looking good. So it's a Pro Bowl and everybody down in New Orleans and enjoying themselves. I've never been, but I would love to go one day. So she had noticed there's a special guest walking around, another Pro Bowler, Denzel Ward. And Denzel Ward sat down at a podcast and he was asked a question about Myles Garrett. And Denzel Ward goes on record and says, if Myles Garrett leaves, I'm leaving. And he starts to bash the Cleveland fan base tremendously. When I say he went overboard and there was no reason for what he was saying or how he turned a question from Myles Garrett into and I'm not happy with this organization or this fan base, and he starts to bash the Cleveland fan base, I'm out on Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward, to me, he is one concussion away from after being retired from the NFL.
Dang, I ain't hear that. I heard him say that'll make him want to leave, but I ain't hear all the extra stuff.
Go look up Mary Kay Cabot real quick. She posted.
Yeah, this must have been a recent one because I heard the Mary Kay Cap, but I ain't hear all the bashing and stuff like that.
So to me, it's like we understand Denzel Ward that you're angry because Myles went out. Myles still got 2 years left. We don't have to do shit Myles wanted us to do. He could sit on the bench and pout all he wants. You don't want to play? Oh, well. But we ain't going to move you. We don't have to. We got the power to keep you right here for 2 more years. On the books, it'd be stupid because we could just get rid of his contract somehow, some way, and give us some cap space to make other moves later down the road. But Joe Bitonio said it after before Myles Garrett said it. So after the season over, they interviewed Joe Bitonio, and they were asking him about how he feels about his future endeavors with the Cleveland Browns, and he said pretty much the exact same thing Myles Garrett said. At the end of the season, I need to evaluate and see what direction this team is going because I don't know if I got another rebuild in me. Cleveland Browns, if you're listening, Jimmy Haslam, This is really for you for real. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're taking a blue collar towns team I've been a Browns fan. I was born in 1982. I've been a Browns fan since I was 6 years old. What are you doing? You went from 1-31. You went from that to Baker Mayfield and going to the playoffs to now back to this. What are you doing? All this time, you brought in all these other GMs and talent scouts and all these coaches, defensive coaches and quarterbacks, and you bought this regime in 2010, I think it was, or 2012. I can't remember exactly what year it was. But when you bought this team, what the fuck are you doing? You are taking us into a dark place where I don't even want to be anymore. If you want me to spend my hard-earned money for the past 11 years, me and my family, every male in my family, we've been going to every game opener for the past 11 years. Season ticket holders. If you think I'm going to take my hard-earned money and go down to that stadium and make you richer, knowing you're moving to Brook Park and those prices are going to be ridiculous where people like us can't even afford the tickets anymore. But you want to sell us this off of this team you're orchestrating right now? I just sent out a thing about Paul Podesta. So if he's the strategic talent coordinator, whatever title you gave him, this means all this falls on him. That means he is the naysayer in the vote to hand out them checks. He need to go. It ain't about Andrew Berry. It's Paul Dean Podesta. He need to go. And Andrew Berry, he ain't out the hot seat yet neither. But you telling me Myles Garrett is like saying Jim Brown never played for the Browns? Let Myles Garrett go. You know the magnitude if you let Myles Garrett go? If you don't make the ship right and you let Myles Garrett walk, I don't care if you build a new stadium. You won't have nobody in them seats. We will boycott the hell out of you. You see what we did to Art Modell. You ain't no different. Browns fans are not going to take this lightly if you let Myles Garrett walk out that door. And he said he wanted to be here and retire.
Hold on, Top. Hold on. Before you get too far, hold on. Let me jump in here. Let's start at the beginning. Denzel Ward says if Myles walk, he don't know if he want to say. That's understandable, right? I have no problem with him feeling like that, right? Denzel Ward, as you say, Denzel Ward then goes on to bash the Cleveland fan base.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is where me and you are probably about to differ, and I hope I don't raise your blood level up, because let me start by saying I'm actually in agreement with Denzel Ward. If you follow me on social media, you know how much I attack the local sports media and these wish-washy ass fans. Okay? Cleveland is a place where it's already tough to convince yourself to live there. There's no attractions. There's really nothing for you to do to be raising your kids in an environment if you wasn't born here. It's already tough. Okay? If you make $100 million, there's nothing for you to do with your money here. So you're going to have to travel to enjoy your money. Because you're really not going to do it here. Right? Majority of the fans that spend money on the Cleveland Browns are racist. They are racist. I don't ignore the elephant in the room. Every time one of the black athletes do something, these motherfuckers blow it out of proportion. Well, let one of these white boys slip up and they act like everybody deserves a slap on the wrist. Fuck all that shit. Right? I said, when they booed Deshaun Watson for getting injured, they left a bad taste in a lot of players' mouths. Now, some people want to think that's not a big thing. That just epitomizes your wish-washiness.
Mm-hmm.
Because clearly you can't differentiate as a fan the difference between a job and you just watching something that you love as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Now with that. So
Yeah.
I will say this though. When it comes to Myles, hold on, wait. Before we go back to Myles, I'm glad you brought up something else that I've been screaming for multiple seasons. Why the fuck does D Podesta have a job with us? What does this motherfucker do besides make stupid ass suggestions?
He got to go.
That motherfucker is irritating. Everybody get blamed for decisions he made. But what I love about Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry is I'm pretty sure when they re-signed them contracts last year that kick in this year, one of the stipulations was we make the final say on what we want to do. And you know how I feel like what's corroborating me is the fact that they're both doing their own footwork for how they're going to change the team. Ain't none of these weird ass random hires. Because people swear up and down, oh, when these random hires come through, oh, Barry did it or Stefanski do it. Let's be very clear. Kevin Stefanski got hired first, and he was allowed to pick the GM he wanted to work with. He picked his best friend and Andrew Berry. They don't have a problem. They don't have a communication issue. The problem is the owners don't know when to not butt in. They don't know when to not be a part of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
People say, oh, they drafted Baker Mayfield. No,
they
Jimmy
didn't.
Haslam drafted Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield was here before Stefanski got here.
That's true, but that's also Jimmy Haslam draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they gave Deshaun Watson $280 million guaranteed. That was a Jimmy Haslam decision.
Right.
What I can say, and a lot of these people is not recognizing this is the first time Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry is able to pick what quarterback they want to have. The Browns haven't had a top 10 pick since they've been here. They haven't. The whole tenure, Stefanski and Berry been here is the first time they picked inside the top 10, let alone the top 5. So they're getting a chance to put in what they want to put in. I do like that. When it comes to Myles, I ain't gonna lie. I'm good either way. If you ask me off impulse, Myles Garrett ain't getting traded no motherfucking where. And as I said on my one post, I'm going to fix the team up, and I'm gonna make you go in that locker room and tell your comrades you don't want to play with them no more. You're not leaving it on me. You're going to go in there and tell them that, leader. Because it's one thing for you to want a trade request. I have no problem with that. I think you legitimate in saying, hey, I should start looking elsewhere because I don't know. Where you don't get a pass at from me is doing this funky ass tour. Like Cleveland just been the shittiest place on earth your whole career. That ain't real. Because before this year, you hadn't seen a losing season in about 4 seasons straight. You hadn't seen a losing season. Y'all won at least 8 or 9 games every year for 4 consecutive years. So what are we talking about? Myles, if we want to talk about where people lacking, how you the best player on the team and you can't lead nobody. Let's talk about that. Attitude reflect leadership. That motherfucking attitude on that defense been piss poor for multiple years. And you've been on it every year. So if attitude reflect leadership, then how piss poor is your leadership that you couldn't get Jadeveon Clowney to act right, and a couple other motherfuckers you couldn't get together. Why Siaki Ika ain't in shape yet?
Not just that. Remember the car crash that he almost changed his career for? The little Porsche he was doing 110 miles an hour now.
Well, I ain't even got to his personal antics yet that we didn't overlook. I'm just at the surface level shit. You know what I'm saying? Where's your leadership skills?
You don't got it.
So for you to run around and play this hurt victim, like you ain't playing on a team of talented players, is crazy to me. Crazy. Holy, where you at with this shit?
I think he walked away.
He probably did.
What happened?
Where you at on this Myles Garrett situation?
Trading.
Can't.
I mean, we'll see what's going on, but I mean, we holding on to him for right now. But I ain't about to hold on to him if he don't want to be here. But you know, we'll see what's going on. But shit.
For what I looked at, not trying to cut you off. His contract is making it hard for him to move.
Yeah.
His contract too rough.
We need him on the books, but he can go. Something to figure something out. I'll let them worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Let them deal with that headache.
Myles won't get traded before next year.
Mm-hmm.
If it's me making the decision, I'm telling you all right now, bitch, you would sit on that sideline and not play it down.
That's what I said.
Trade you this season.
I ain't with all that.
That's what I said.
Nah, nigga, you can sit down. You know why? You know why? Because you knew
contract, all that.
You know, fuck the contract. You knew what the cap hit was for this particular season for your trade value. Now, if it's different, if you'd have said this shit last year, when the cap hit wasn't shit for us to trade you, that's different.
Yeah.
But don't wait. Don't say, and it's the contradictory shit that I don't like. Don't say you don't think the Browns is trying to make moves to improve the team. For one, when you got one of the top 10 talented rosters in the league, if not top 5. For one. For two, you don't get to say that when you doing this puts the teams in a compromising position.
In all sense.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. You just came out not even 30 days ago talking about some don't give up. We ain't that far away. No, and they don't like this either. Why is you putting LeBron name in your decisions? I'm not even a LeBron fan, bro. I'm just so tired of people blaming this man for shit that he ain't got no part of. I called LeBron and asked him for some advice about, how to go about it. So you're insinuating LeBron told you to go and badmouth the team. When I've never seen LeBron go badmouth a team that he was ready to get traded from. Come on, man. Now you're really showing your immaturity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just the type, I only move to the beat of my own horn. I don't dance if I don't hear no music. I don't smile if something don't make me inspired. We're not doing that, bro. You go sit your ass at home then. You don't want to come play? Sit your ass at home till I feel like I'm ready to get you the fuck up out of here. Fly out. And Denzel, if you want to go, you can go in a package deal with his ass. Hope you niggas get the fuck up out of here. Because listen, you are the highest two players on my defense, and you have the shittiest leadership skills throughout the entire league for superstars. You made that shit up. Because Denzel, if you was the leader, that secondary would be in sync.
Holding it down in the interviews.
Huh?
Chief. I say Chief was the only one who was holding it down in the interviews out there.
Right. And he got more reason to complain about leaving than any one of you niggas.
Right.
It's even crazier that when they interviewed Kareem Hunt at the Pro Bowl thing the other day, they asked him about the situation, and he ain't fold. He ain't tear the Browns down. He was like, well, I'm from there, and that's up to Myles Garrett. They ain't got nothing to do with, I'm saying, in a certain sense, he's like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Myles Garrett gonna figure it out. I wanted to be there. I wanted to win a championship there too. Shit, but they moved on from me. What I'm saying? I wish the Cleveland Browns the best and success. Like that's all Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett had to say. Like, look, I'm not happy, but I ain't gonna sit here and be like, I want out. Like either, listen. I understand from an athlete standpoint, the whole point of playing sports is to win. That's it. To be the best at what you playing and for you to be successful in winning. When you losing, it shows your true character, who you really are as a person when you start losing consistently. And you can't get over that hump. But you got to keep it together. Like if you got two, like when Myles Garrett 2 years in 2022, he had hinted that he wasn't happy. Right? And so then he called Jimmy Haslam for a sit down, but then he canceled the sit down and said, you know what, I'm about to rock this bitch out. Last year, it was rumbling saying that you wanted to be traded. Like you said, going back on what you said. So before the beginning of last year, why you just ain't take the trade then? Why you ain't leave? And then you keep talking about, no, I'm sticking it out here. We gonna figure it out. Now, all of a sudden now, that Clutch Sports Mafia. I'm telling you what it is, Clutch Sports Mafia. All of a sudden now your whole mindset is, I want out. I'm out of here. It could be Paul DePodesta. It could be Andrew Barrett, and it could be Kevin Stefanski. He probably looking at the coaching staff like, 2022, we had the best defense. We were number 1 ranked defense. Last year, we won 11 games. What the hell happened this season? I'm tired of people using the narrative as well. Y'all went and did the worst trade in NFL history. There was 8 other teams that was inquiring about your boy. We just the ones who landed them. That's it. So don't make it like it was the Browns who's the only team thirsty for the bum. I trusted in a dude that ain't played football in a year and a half. Real football, not practice, real football. We made the investment. I knew if Deshaun Watson didn't work, I said it 2 years. I said it 2 years ago too. I said this is not about to work. I could see the writing on the wall. I said Deshaun Watson's not going to work here because it's a different type of. We don't play the same style. And Adam Silver came out and said that Kevin Stefanski wanted to run a certain way, but Deshaun Watson likes the shotgun. Kevin Stefanski liked underneath the center. Deshaun Watson.
Hold on, Tap. I ain't gonna even let you go that far because all this shit is lost.
It could be.
All this shit is lost. Okay? Let me tell you what happened. What happened was Kevin Stefanski and Deshaun Watson is on the same page. Deshaun Watson had no problem with running Kevin Stefanski's system because Deshaun Watson in his first 2 years, or this year 4 now, as we going on year 4.
Yep.
In his first 2 seasons that he actually got to play, the nigga was 9-2 in Stefanski's system. His last game in Stefanski's system was a comeback win over the Baltimore Ravens. So when they try to feed this, him and Stefanski they wasn't motherfucking beefing. The problem was the owner be listening to the fucking fans too much. And all he kept hearing them say is, oh, but he not even throwing for that much yards. He not throwing for that much yards. He not throwing for that much yards. So you thought you was going to be 2 penny slick and you was gonna bring in the offensive coordinator for Josh Allen.
But Josh Allen
because Josh Allen throw a lot of passes. And then to do that, you basically let AVP walk.
For no reason.
You told Kevin Stefanski he had to get rid of Stump Mitchell so they could bring in Ken Dorsey. And as collateral damage, Bill Callahan said, I'm leaving. What I like about what Stefanski and them did, though, they said, oh, you going to bring your people in here, but you want me to resign? We going to let your people run it this year. If that shit don't work out and you want me to be here afterwards, then everything on my final say. I mean, why you say that? Because after they got the offensive coordinator in and they got the offensive, I was wondering why it went like this. They got the offensive line coach in. Then Kevin Stefanski brought in Tommy Reese.
Special team.
And brought him in as a tight end coach. And then to counter that, Dee Podesta brought in Mike Vrabel. Thought that was going to be remember at the beginning of the season, Mike Vrabel was working with the tight ends. Okay? But then he didn't know Kevin Stefanski already brought in Musgrave too. So when they got to the end of this season and the first two people fired was who? The offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach. And automatically, who got promoted? They didn't even interview nobody. They just promoted the two niggas they had in place already.
Reese,
yep. Reese and Musgrave. Go ahead. Yeah. And I liked it that. Now, from this point, like I say, man, I wouldn't just automatically trade the two. I would make y'all tell y'all teammates y'all not playing with them. That's like my thing. You got to tell your teammates for 17 games you're not going to play with them. Then I'll trade you.
So another so staying with the Browns for a split second, unless y'all want to go somewhere else.
No, we stay on the Browns. We good.
All right. How do you feel about our? I'm just gonna throw it out there. Emerson got to go. Greg Newsome got to go.
Why? Who are you gonna replace him with? Why? That's what I'm understanding. Who are you replacing them with that they gotta go? Who is you about to get that's about to be better than what they giving you?
They ain't giving you nothing. So the can of worms is a can of worms.
The whole defense not giving you nothing though, so you can't just blame them two.
Man, when you look at the totality of the individualism with them, one-on-one defense, right? You know what they rank?
For this past season?
Yeah.
What was they ranked the year before?
Middle of the pack.
I think. And what about the year before that?
Emerson was ranked like 8th or like 5th or something like that the year before that.
So clearly it isn't the talent level. Because what you're giving me the impression is that we don't have talent at corners. And that doesn't make sense when we have one of the best trios in the league. How do we go from that all of a sudden to not? I don't understand how that works.
I think 2022 was just a shocking year to the NFL because we ran a completely different type of defense and it was just shut down. And it was like but Houston gave everybody the recipe on our defense. So I think that with that being said, Houston showed a lot of teams in the NFL one-on-one matchups to target. And when Emerson gets targeted, and don't get me wrong, he plays against a lot of ones and twos. So sometimes he's undersized. So sometimes it's not fair. It's matchups. It don't be fair. But you're a player. That's what you get paid for. So it's not about being fair. It's not about matchups all the time. It's about you got to perform on that field regardless, no matter what. and he gets burnt a lot. Greg Newsome, this year, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see Greg Newsome. I ain't seen him. Ever since our boy got injured in the middle, what was his name?
JOK, Jeremiah Wusu.
Yeah. When he got that neck injury, that's when you really start to see, you know what I'm saying, like efficiencies in our defense. You know what I'm saying? That's when you really got to start seeing everybody else had to step up, and it was just like, wow. Like
Let me ask you, Top. Do you think at one point in the last 4 years did you feel like Cleveland had a complete defense?
2022, 2021.
How would you feel if I told you that I genuinely believe that the Cavs overachieved? I mean, I said the Cavs. The Browns defense overachieved in those 2 seasons.
And they did. They did. They overachieved expectations tremendously. So that's why I feel like everybody's you're not gonna have elite defense for like 4 years in a row. Like it's going to be some nooks and crannies. It's going to be barring injuries. There's going to be people that's not going to be in the lineup. Freak accidents, high ankle sprains, concussions. We went through all
that. Did you see that comment? Jamal say trade Myles to the Titans, grab Sanders with 1 and Hunter with the 2.
You want to comment on that?
I thought I did. I just laughed. No, I ain't gonna be like that.
So crazy though. They was talking about that on the radio.
That's why I brought it up.
So I don't want them both. There are too many talented players that you can get in the top 10 for me to settle on both of them.
I can find them in the second round draft.
I would. Okay, so if I got the first 2 picks of the draft,
I'm trading down.
Hell the fuck no, I ain't trading down.
Trading down.
I'm taking a quarterback. My first 2 picks gonna be Cam Ward and Ashton Genty. If I get the first 2 picks in the draft and I'm the Browns, they're my first 2 picks. If I don't take Ward and Genty, I'm probably gonna take Carter.
Let me ask you,
Genty or Carter and Sanders. But one of them 4 is my first 2 picks. Make no question about that.
Let me ask you a difficult question, then.
Okay.
Can you look at either one of those picks and say they're taking you to the Super Bowl in the next 3 years?
Who? Any one of those picks?
I'm just saying in general.
Team, if we keep the team we have as constructed and build from there, absolutely.
We still got Jameson on the bench. We need a quarterback.
Jameson not on the bench. Jameson a free agent.
I'm just saying. They more likely they're gonna bring him back just for the veteran. Just for having him on the roster. I believe they're gonna resign him for like a 1-year deal. Some bullshit.
I don't think he's gonna want to come back, bro. That's kind of my thing. I don't think James gonna want to come back because, again, this is why I don't knock Denzel Ward for what he said, bro. This Cleveland fan base is wish-washy. Motherfuckers is wish-washy, bro.
Yeah, they'll turn on you in a heartbeat.
They will turn on you in a heartbeat.
Listen,
bro.
They like Philly. They'll turn on you in a heartbeat, bro.
Don't nobody want to deal with that from a franchise that don't know nothing about winning at the highest level.
Yeah, it is kind of weird because it's like we ain't never won nothing as a Browns organization since 1964. The best thing we had was when Baker Mayfield was here. That was it. That's it. The best thing we had is when Baker was at the helm. That's it. Since we came back in '99, the best thing we had was Baker Mayfield. When we, I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna keep saying it. When we beat the Chiefs at the goal line, but the refs ain't called it. Baker Mayfield beat the Chiefs at the goal line with a 14-point deficit comeback win, and they didn't call it. That's the best thing we had since we came back in '99. This fan base knows nothing but losing. So, like I was saying against the Cavs, the fan base is going there. We don't want to go to the dark ages no more. So we get a little, what's the word called? Psycho. You know what I'm saying? our fans, we be like, oh, we was winning. We so used to go to the playoffs. We so used to having 11 game season, 10 game winning seasons. Now we back to 3 and now they talking about adding another game next year, making it 18 games. It's just, it's as a Browns fan and as a realist, I be stuck in the middle myself sometimes. I have to say it, you know what I'm saying? I won't sugarcoat it. Sometimes I let the fandom get a hold of me and I don't stick to reality sometimes. But that's just the fan in me. But doing a podcast and for a while now and jumping on people's shows, I got to keep it 100. And we're not that far away from getting to where we need to be constructed as of right now. I'm not off the Kevin Stefanski bandwagon of right now, but Kevin got 2 more years of my honest opinion, and I'm off the bandwagon with Kevin. Kevin too nice. Kevin don't say enough. Kevin need to be in them. I'm not looking for a group or nothing like that, John Gruden or nothing like that. But I need you to penalize these people when they doing wrong. When you call a defensive play scheme, when your defensive coach calls the defensive play or your offense calls the offensive play and the player doesn't run the right route or misses the catch or defense blows, I need to get in their face and be like, that's not what we practice. That's not what I called. Sit on the bench. Sit down for a couple of downs. Think about what you did. I need you to make people accountable for not keeping on target and staying the task at hand.
You talking about Stefanski?
Yeah, because he don't do that. Every time I see him talk at the end of a loss, well, we'll just go back in there, look at film, and we'll try to figure out what we went wrong. And man, fuck all that trying to be friendly shit, bro. Stop keeping your face in the playbook the whole game. Pay attention to the game. Pay attention to your coaches. Be a leader amongst men. Make people accountable for their actions. You think our kicker was scared to lose his job? All the kicks he missed? You thought he was like, oh, they're going to fire me? Hell no.
Well, why do you think that? I'm saying, why are you blaming Stefanski, though?
Because it starts, because the head coach is the leader. The head coach is like...
Wait, Tap. On a regular, traditional team, you can say that, but we're talking about the Browns.
Yeah.
Who has to say so?
Haslam.
Okay, then. So again, you knew this was real when Kevin Stefanski wanted to bench Baker, and Baker went to Haslam, and then he wasn't benched. So we can't. This is what I be saying, man. We can't be picking and choosing when we want to be selective about who we holding accountable. Kevin Stefanski been a pawn. Him and Andrew Berry been pawns the whole time.
True. So let me ask you a question about our quarterback room then.
Okay.
So why'd you bring Zappy in if you weren't gonna play him?
Because you gotta have at least 3 quarterbacks on your roster.
From what I've seen last season, last 6 games, I think it was, or something like that. You had Jameson, DTR, and Zappy in your quarterback room.
And you already know why Jameis not playing no more, right?
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. What do you know about Jameis as a quarterback?
Energetic. Everybody speaks highly of him that play with him. Everybody say he could be a leader in the room amongst men. But one thing you know about Jameis Winston, he's going to throw interceptions in a lot of them. He's going to win. He's going to win you some games, and he's going to lose you some games. That's what I get from Jameis so far. Other than that, I don't know nothing else.
Okay. Jameis Winston is a classic example of Jekyll and Hyde. Sometimes you're going to get a world-class performance out of Jameis. But just as much as you can get a world-class performance, you can get an extremely bad outing. JO Show, what up? What up, fellas? What's going on? Sports division. It all started when they let Baker leave, if you ask me. Okay. So what I like to be is accurate, right? Or as accurate as I possibly can. I ain't saying I'm always accurate. I'm just saying I like to be, right? Baker got himself put off the Browns. It's hard to have a conversation with somebody about the Browns if they cannot be realistic about what's going on. Baker was asked to sit the season out to let his shoulder heal. And instead of listening to his coach, he went to the owner behind his coach's back. I don't care what profession you work in. If you're the boss and one of your subordinates goes behind your back to the owner because they didn't like the decision you made, you don't want that motherfucker on your staff. Let's be very clear. You don't want him on your staff. Nobody wants a person like that on their staff. Baker alienated the whole locker room. He talked shit about Myles when he went through his shit. He talked shit about Duke Johnson when he was going through his shit. He talked shit about Rashard Higgins when he was going through his shit. Bruh, don't nobody want a leader like that, and that's not leadership. That's little kid shit.
He said he had to grow up. He said he had to grow up and mature.
He did. Okay? He going back and forth with the media on social media every fucking chance he get.
Drinking beer.
And you've been in the league 9 years and you still can't read defenses. You don't get no love from me with that shit. On top of that, you asked the Browns for a trade. The Browns said it was coming to trade you. What they said was, we're going to bring in somebody else. You never seen proof of what? You never seen proof of Baker? It's literally documented. You go on anybody's, you go on social media, on any page on Twitter.
He said it himself.
Page, Baker's page, Mary Kate Abbott's page. You go on all them pages. The Browns were talking about getting Deshaun Watson. It was them, Atlanta, and somebody else.
It was like 6 teams, to be honest with you. The Giants tried it. Titans tried it.
Right.
Yeah.
Baker got upset because they were shopping to see who they were going to bring somebody in. He came out on social media and said, I want to be traded. If y'all going to be looking for another quarterback, ain't no reason to have me. Then after he made that announcement, Deshaun came back and said, you know what? I'm going to go to Cleveland. They literally happened back-to-back days. And I know this because I was on to see. One thing people don't know about me is I actually chop it with some of these cats on here. Like, we really be chopping. Some of them was my professors or people I had to go to when I went to Ohio Media School. So I have some type of rapport with them. We was going through this. I be going back and forth with these motherfuckers all the time. Hey, bruh, this don't make sense. Everybody was talking about, oh, keep Baker. Baker not that good.
I'm high on Baker. I'm not gonna lie. I'm high on Baker.
I know you went there. I don't think Watson was the wrong move. I think the way people treated Watson made it intolerable. It was. I wanted to say intolerable. Part of me wanted to say insufferable.
You gotta stop. My bad, bro. You gotta stop moving your mic tap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think, you know, regardless of how much money a person pays you to do a job, the environment of the job matters. How it affects your psyche, the way you think about the job, that matters. And I feel like people just felt like because he got so much money, no, he was already getting treated bad before. Okay, hold on. Let me read this out loud. JL Show say, do you really think Watson was the right move? And that's what I was answering at first. Then JL Show says, was the treatment based on performance? Not initially. Watson was getting his name drugged through the mud the whole 11 games he was suspended. Let's not act like that wasn't happening. He was only supposed to suspend it for 4 games. They said at most he might get 7. The NFL gave him 11. And just so happened our bye week that year was week 11. So he didn't even get to play till week 12. No. The bad treatment started way before he put on a Browns uniform.
Right.
Before he even took his first snap, he was already treated a certain type of way and villainized in a certain type of way. People talk all that shit until we get to the next season and it comes out. 3 judges acquit him and say this looks like a money move. Every judge. The NFL's judge that they hired, the court's judge in Texas, and even the Supreme Court judge all ruled in favor that Deshaun
was not guilty.
Winning doesn't solve anything for a franchise that doesn't know how to appreciate winning. We win 11 games, and people think that's not enough, but this franchise ain't never won a division title. This franchise ain't won back-to-back home openers. This franchise ain't had back-to-back 10-game winning seasons. So I feel like a lot of these fans are unrealistic with the expectations. How you want a team to be Super Bowl ready and they ain't never won a division? Make it make sense. Oh, the Bengals did. Well, the Bengals did draft the quarterback that had just won the national title, and then the very next year drafted his number 1 target that he had been playing with in college.
Well,
like, what do you thought was going to happen?
Not just that, the Browns had a chance to draft all those people, and they didn't. They looked over Josh Allen. They looked over Lamar Jackson. They looked over everybody. Like, come on. We already know. We already know the history about that. We already know. They didn't draft right.
I don't think so, bro. Because the reason people... Oh, my fault, Tap. Let me read the question. He say, JL Show say, I'm asking if Watson won games, the treatment would have subsided. I don't think so.
No.
Because he was 9-2. His first season that he got to play, he went 4-1 before he got injured. They still talk shit about him, and he was 4-1. All they kept talking about was, y'all pay him $280 million. He ain't throw it for 300 yards. But he was winning games. The very next season, he went 5-1, and he went down in the Baltimore game. And all you kept hearing was, oh, but he ain't throwing for 300 plus yards. But he's winning.
Who cares? As long as you get the dub, it don't matter.
So, no, bro. Go ahead, Tap. My fault. Tap.
No, I'm saying as long as you get the dub, it really don't matter. But to go back on what you were saying, so I look at Deshaun Watson like Mike Vick. Same situation. Well, not same, but Mike Vick, dog fighting, went to prison, served his time. People still hated him. No matter what he did, people still hated him. So Deshaun Watson, the move, in hindsight, the whole world was like, everybody needed to go try to get him. Look what he did when he was with Houston. 5,000-yard season, this many touchdowns. And so that's what everybody was expecting. So that was unfair to Deshaun Watson because everybody wanted that Deshaun Watson. That's not Deshaun Watson who he was anymore, barring he didn't play in a year and a half. So I had to be realistic because even Gator told me, man, you got to be realistic, Tap. This dude ain't played in 2 NFL seasons, might as well say. He's not about to come out there and ball out like that. He still got to get acclimated back into the game system. He still got to learn his new wide receiver core. He got to learn a new playbook. I wanted that old Deshaun Watson. And people got to be realistic. He got injured twice. Like, he ain't fake no injury. He was real injured. He needed surgery. Those were like devastating injuries. This was just something that it just wasn't meant to be.
Talk to him, Tap.
It was a smart move. The guaranteed money was not a smart move, but the move was smart. It just barred his injuries. If Deshaun Watson didn't have those injuries, the Achilles and all that,
we might be having a different conversation.
We be having a total. Now, don't get me wrong. There was some games out there where he can't even throw more than 11 yards down the field. You know what I'm saying? But that just takes time and get him acclimated back into the system, back into real football time, real football throws. People rushing him, you know what I'm saying? Defenses changing up their looks at him, you know what I'm saying? Reading the defense. Like, he needed time. Now, 3 years, barring 2 injuries within 3 years, he ain't really played that many games. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I mean, he played more than 12, so you could be like, well, he played more than 12 games within a 3-year span, and this is his stats, and this is what it look like, but there's a lot more elements than just Deshaun Watson.
Context matters. Wait, hold up, Ty, before you finish. Hold on. Sports Diva say mentally he wasn't there at all, and I agree with that. I don't think he was all the way there mentally, and I do applaud him for trying. I cannot say he never tried. He definitely went out there and tried. He didn't go out there and give a half-ass effort. He made some mistakes, but he went out there and tried. J.O. Show say, bro, but being 4-1 doesn't mean he was the reason. See, this is what I'm saying. We cannot be selective. We want to blame a person when they're losing, but we don't want to give them the same credit when they win. But we can't be playing wish-washy. Listen, he was 4-1 in his first season. He was 5-1 in his second season. But fans are irrational. You know what I'm saying? Fans are irrational, and a lot of them don't know the game. They casuals. But I'm talking to people that know the game. I ain't talking to casuals right now. I'm talking to people that actually know the game. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm talking to y'all, I don't feel like that. Wait, hold on. So JL Show say, I hear that, but he was the reason for those dubs. The fans look at it like that. I understand how shit goes. I play QB at a high level, but I also understand if I didn't play well to win. The fans look at that. I know the game. For sure, I know you know the game. That's what I'm saying. I ain't know you play quarterback, though. Let's say that, though. I ain't know you play quarterback, though. For sure. That's fire. When I play every position but quarterback and cornerback. All right? I was running back, fullback, center, guard, tackle, nose tackle, defensive end. I done played every linebacker position. I done played both safety positions. I done literally played every position but quarterback and cornerback. But when we play street ball, guess what I play when we play street ball? Quarterback and cornerback.
J.O., what you hit the link? Come up. Oh, yeah, J.O. is my favorite quarterback coming up. J.O. was the man. J.O. was the man.
Yeah, hopefully we can get Sports Diva to hit that link too and come up for a second as well.
Anybody hit the link? I dropped the links.
I seen.
J.O. was the man.
Look, and they vouching for you, J.O. Look at that. You got the vouch game up here for you too, though. You feel me? But when it comes to that situation, I don't fully blame Deshaun Watson. Tap, I think you hit it perfectly on the nose, bro. It wasn't a bad decision. It just didn't work out. And that happens in life. That happens. My guy, J.O.
What up, man?
What's really good?
What up?
How you?
I'm cooling, bro. I'm cooling. Look, Happy, we up here talking this football shit. This is my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Hey, the Sports Diva!
Hey, y'all. Sorry I can't be on
What's
camera.
going on?
Sports Diva, welcome. It is a pleasure to have you on Game Changer Sports Talk. Up here with the homie J.O., the homie Tap. This is my homegirl, man. She really know her shit, though. I'm going to give her, she know her shit.
All on the comments.
She know her shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll make sure I shout that out. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
For sure. But yeah, so before y'all got in, that's all we was talking. We was talking Myles, Denzel Ward's interview with Mary Kay Cabot, where I guess he went in on Browns fans. And he did. I see the look on your face. He did, huh?
I mean,
I don't think he went in. I just think he was real.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look here. I didn't, I don't want to go to Canton. I didn't want to, just play to be playing. Like, I'm tired of rebuilding. I'm tired of, just every year, Every year is something else. Every year is something different. Every year this, every year that. Like y'all know, I work down there. I'm a bartender down there, club in the club, bar 312. You know what I'm saying? So I hear a lot of shit from these fans, and shit. I done met the Haslams, all that. Worked out in the Haslam club, all that. You know what I mean? So it's like you hear a lot of shit, and you hear the rebuttal from what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So I get why he feel like that. Like, I'm not mad at him. Go be great. I mean, you're great anyway, but I don't feel like he deserves to keep having to do this. He been with us for how long?
8 years.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's fair to him as an elite player and a high point. He always been at a high point, but as a young man and an elite player and a DPOY with second year in a row, to be at a team that we just got to keep structuring, keep doing this, keep doing that. Like, we don't have to keep doing that.
Every year we got to keep doing this shit, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's just becoming a repetitive, tiresome situation. And everybody know, other than being a parent, being a Browns fan is like the second hardest job in the world.
Yo, them bars for you. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, that's something. I ain't heard that one before. That's a good one. I got to use that one.
I ain't gonna lie though. I don't give Myles as much leeway as y'all giving him.
Why not?
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. I very much understand why he would want to request a trade. I have no problems with that. What I have a problem with is your wish-washiness and you acting like your shit don't stink. So let's start from the beginning. You've been here 8 years. Name one time somebody said Myles is a great leader. Name me one. Just name me one.
Come on, bro.
No, your defensive player. Hold on, wait. If we're gonna hold him to this standard, Ray Lewis was a hell of a player and a hell of a. Hold on, wait. He was a defensive player of the year. He was a leader. Charles Woodson was a defensive player of the year. He was a leader. Reggie White. And I never seen them do the type of shit that he's doing when they wanted to lead their teams.
Bro. Oh, come on, D. Like, listen. I don't have to be a leader of men to know my worth on this squad. Like, bruh, in 8 years, he's been the focal point of the Browns. Like, listen, some people are made to lead. Some people just go on the field and do their job and do it at a high level. Like, because he's not like getting credit for being a great leader does nothing for me. Like, because his performance on the field, he shows up every single Sunday. He don't. Well, Thursday he shows up, bro.
No, he don't. And see, this is why I say people get a lot of pushback and they not gonna like me pointing out the obvious. Myles Garrett, it took Myles Garrett 6 years to put an alternate move on his game. How many games did we lose because Myles Garrett was predictable?
We lost games because Myles Garrett was predictable.
The question was, how many games did we lose? Everybody quiet because everybody know I'm hitting the fact. How many times did we lose a game because Myles Garrett was predictable?
Saying we lost games because the person on defense was unpredictable?
Yes. There are many times, there were quite a few games where Myles Garrett was picked on. Because you rush and you don't think about where the ball goes. Or you don't think to put your hands up to bat the ball out the air. I'm not saying, hold on, wait, bro. I'm not saying this is enough.
In the first 6 years, I'm sorry, Dee Trynt, I don't mean to cut you off, dog. In the first 6 years, who was on the other side helping them out?
Well, at first, what do you have, Olivier Vernon for a minute?
But that what is
I know.
No, you can't.
I'm answering the question.
First of all, let's be clear. How many? He's only predictable because yes, as the opposing team, you're supposed to study and have homework and stuff like that to do what you need to do to beat that other team. That man was getting double and triple teams every time. Every time.
Who's helping him?
And so listen though, right? So listen, this is my thing. As the leader of the team, my fault, Sports TV. As the leader of the team, why did it take you 7 seasons to go to management and say, "Nigga, y'all tripping"?
So But can you really say that though? Like, can you really say that it took him 7 years, or it took us to find out? You don't
No,
know.
bro,
Right.
it took him 7 years, bro. Because last season when he started,
But how do you know in his first 4 years he didn't go to management and say, "Yo, what's up"?
because they said because the reports came out and he confirmed it. Hold on, wait. The reports came out and he confirmed it that he was a silent person. He just worked and he don't say much.
Period.
So okay, so listen. So again, when you're like that, there's nothing wrong with that, but that means certain things you don't get to do certain things. See, when you're a leader and the best player, you could go out and say, "Hey, y'all not acting right," and I'm blasting y'all for it. But when you want to be the best player and you want to half-ass lead or pick and choose when you think you want to be in the mix, bro, you don't get to do that too.
So we don't look at the organization and say, well, why would we put this man on such a pedestal? Why would we do all this if he can't lead? Like, come on, D. Like him being a leader has nothing to do with me giving my all every Sunday, every Thursday, every Saturday, every Monday. And now here we are. We go to the playoffs, then we drop the fuck. Like, it's like I can see if we went to the playoffs and then like dropped off a little bit. We go to the playoffs one year and drop off dramatically. It's like this every other year.
Well, in all fairness, right?
Now you going like at some point now your personality changed. We all know Myles Garrett wasn't a vocal out loud like he was that in college. But at some point you gotta see, you know what? Oh, this is y'all wasted my valuable.
I think so again, right? I don't think it's nothing wrong with a person being frustrated. But I gotta speak to y'all I can only speak about things from the way I was raised, okay? And I know we all was raised different, right? But how I was raised was when you decide to be a part of a situation, before you start blasting it and making it seem like you have to be able to say that you did everything you could to make the situation better. This is how I was raised. All right. This is how I was raised. I can't. That's why I started off like that, bro. I can only speak from how I was raised. All right. So, as a person who's been the best player and a leader on multiple teams, bro, that's the only way I know how to speak from. I ain't saying you're necessarily wrong for being the way you are, but what I'm saying is when you have certain limitations, you limited on how you can try to blast somebody. You can't try to throw stones from a glass house. Is all I'm saying.
So was he not dominant defensive player the last 3 years?
He has been the most dominant defensive player since he came in the league.
Oh,
the problem is who else has gotten better with you?
okay.
You've been here. Who's gotten better with you? Who? Who have you taken under your wing and gotten better with you, bro? You the leader.
Gotta bring athletic people in. Like who did they bring in besides Zadarius Smith and like who else did they bring in?
Bro, Dalvin Tomlinson don't play with him, and that ain't a top 5 pick and a perennial Pro Bowler. Dalvin Tomlinson, the defensive tackle, he's not a Pro Bowler. Jadeveon Clowney, he had help. That wasn't a Pro Bowler. Denzel Ward been a Pro Bowler the most time he's been here. Grant Delpit been a Pro Bowler the last couple years. Like you got talent. You got talent. JOK on there.
Same people that you're naming right now. If you ask them who is Myles Garrett, the person on the field, they're not gonna tell you that they was balling for him. They're not gonna say that. They're not gonna say he put it on every day.
They gonna say they want to make sure that this is what I think. I could be wrong. Let me say that. This is what I think. They're gonna say we try to do the best we can to support him. That shit don't sound like cohesion. That shit sound like we gotta take whatever they say he do, we gotta play off that. That don't sound like a team unit.
Bro.
And I'm saying multiple people who done left the Browns defense said that same thing. Bruh, they just cater to Myles Garrett and they don't do nothing else with the rest of the defense.
Bro, so
that's not fair on him. I mean, that's not fair for him.
It's not fair. I agree with it's not fair.
I'll blame the defense coordinator before that. Like Joe Woods didn't know how to play his players. Can we all agree?
Right.
Yes, we definitely.
I totally agree. I'm glad they get rid of him. Yeah.
They bring someone else in, and he's trying. I mean, of course, he brought the wide nine. that's featuring the front line. The back end is the back end DB coaches and whatever the fuck they got to do. But Sports brought in the wide nine for Myles and whoever else they brought on the front line to be successful. And you're telling me that they brought who in to have
who got talent on that roster with him, bro?
So Myles put under the wing. Who?
Myles got talent. Listen, when Myles first got here, he was by himself. But over the last 4 seasons, Myles done had help. And to say he hasn't is wild.
But he can't bring. But you can't. You're not going to tell me that Myles is going to take Zadarius Smith on his wings. Zadarius is a proven player himself. So like,
but they clearly didn't work together though, bro.
Him to like put under his wing. They brought in people, seasoned vets. This was the oldest team that the Browns have had in quite some time. So like, who did they bring in for him to put under his wing? They brought in proven vets and proven people. So like,
Alex Wright been there for a couple years now, right? Izzy McGuire, Alex Wright on the 3rd year, right?
He's been a good player though, right?
He has been a good player.
And Jordan Hicks.
Jordan Hicks played pretty good this year.
Right, but we don't know if you ask him how's Myles Garrett been to you. We don't know. Like we're just speculating and assuming. But I think how has Myles Garrett been influential to you? It's going to be a substantial amount of fucking list of things that he's done. Like, so I'm just saying, if
I don't know.
The wing, it's going to be harder to take a seasoned vet over someone like a rookie or a second-year player.
I get that, but as you said though, they done brought him in.
Listen, I've been hearing this for years, and I've been like, I don't stick up for him, but about his, because I ain't there, but about his leadership. Like they really like he not a leader. He's really not a leader in that locker room, and they like he too privileged in the building. Like he the man, and like they say he.
I'm listening.
Oh man, like how can I say it? Like he ain't leading by example. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't leading by example. They say Myles, he don't be paying attention. Or they say Myles do whatever the hell he want in that building.
Leading by example, not leading like vocally, because you're gonna tell.
That's why
bullshit.
A lot of defensive players, like a lot of the vets that was on the team, like you always talk about, that's when they was throwing shots. Like it's all about Myles, and like they say it was because how he was acting in the building. Like he wasn't acting like a leader, but he getting all this treatment. I think that's why Clowney, and I think we was going in on Clowney, like Clowney, man, do your job. You being a hater, but they say like Myles, he wasn't leading by example in there. Like he wasn't, slacking off.
Clowney was another person who came in who had mileage in the league. If anything, you're going to look. Myles Garrett has never been a vocal fucking rah-rah leader since college. Like he's never been that guy.
Yes, right. But
if you line him up on an 0-16 team or a 1-15 team, he's going to play. And he's going to play hard and aggressive every single time. So if you can't see that and take something from that, that's a personal issue. You came to it. This is Myles Garrett. Like what the fuck did you?
Man, you give it. Hey, listen, AJ. Go ahead.
At the end of the day, yeah, okay, Myles, he's great. Everybody know how his performances. Everybody sees Myles. Shit. At the end of the day, be your own leader. And I get it that you have to, it's a captain of the team, it's a leader. I totally get that. And you want to be, get pointers or whatever from that person or whatever. But at the end of the day, you're still a professional athlete.
No.
And you should act as such and be your own leader. And I'm not saying yes, it's tradition to have a leader of the team and captains and all that shit. But at the end of the day, stop looking forward to that one person that basically y'all know how he gonna act when he got commercials. He's at the Cavs games getting clout. He all types of shit. So just focus on you. And I know it's kind of like, well, this is just, this is how this profession works. That's really how professional sports work. There's leaders, there's stars, there's people that's in like Baker. I'm not to go back to Baker, but for 1 second, Baker with these progressive commercial shows. Progressive commercial commercials and shit when everybody said, oh, he got the big head because he, he got all these commercials with his wife and all that. And all of a sudden he gone type shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, just be you and do you. Like, I'm sorry, because guess what? If Myles get hurt, if Myles was to get hurt, what the hell would we really have done? Step the fuck up and stop relying on one person to you feel me? Like
so Myles get hurt. And
hey,
J.O.
J.O.
Huh?
J.O. Yeah. I wasn't talking about being a vocal leader. I wasn't talking about
I was about to say that too. I
wasn't talking about being no vocal leader.
You talking about being a leader on the field? Because he shows up every week.
He's not talking about being a leader on the field.
Let him hear him out.
They say Myles, they say Myles do whatever the hell he won't, and it ain't the same consequences for everybody. And other players, listen, okay, you go feel some type of way. They go feel some type of way, but understand, bro, that ain't a good environment.
But who's to blame for that? If you letting one person get away, he the star or whatever. If you letting him get away,
they said it's Myles' fault. Who said it's Myles'
fault? Y'all, you gotta be. That's not supposed to happen because you know how people go. Oh, well, if he do it, why can't I do what he do? Well, why can't I walk around this bitch, with my balls hanging out or whatever it is that he can type shit? Well, that the coach, GM. The management, they need to take care of that.
My God, you only do what you allowed to do.
Hold on, wait. And I don't think that's a fair statement. Because this is something my father taught me. Because I can do something, don't mean I should. Because I'm able to do something, don't mean I got to.
But dog,
that's two different things.
We talk about a profession. We talk about sports. We're not talking about life.
We are talking about sports. And know how that as a leader. As
sports, bro. We talking about sports. And y'all brought these players in to help Myles. Like it wasn't.
But you know why he got to do that? Because who the hell want to lose Myles Garrett? Who wants to lose him? Nobody wants to lose. So go ahead and do what you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. But damn well them other players gonna be like, what the hell? He can do this, but I can't. We still bleed the same blood. You know what I'm saying? Like It's not fair. It's not fair. But as a bit, always remember it's a business first. So they're gonna do whatever they need to do to keep this man.
How many motherfuckers work at a regular job and it's one nigga who walks around and does what he wants to do because
come in late, clock out early, all types of shit.
This is a job here. So it happens in the workplace, people.
It just happens. It just is what it is. You got to stay in your lane that you was given, boo. Stay in your lane. I hate to say that because hey, if you're not putting up the numbers and doing what Myles Garrett do and all that, I'm sorry, but you just ain't that. You ain't him. But see, the thing is, mind your business and be better.
So
work to be better. It's gonna be hard, but hey, it's not fair. And like I said, the office and whoever else has them, whoever need to take care of that and maybe have a talk with them. But damn well they ain't gonna have a talk with Myles Garrett and then they try to do whatever they can to keep this man.
So you do what you are allowed to do, and you continue to do it. The organization already put their stamp on Myles as being the face of the Browns, like the face of the organization. So you need to tell that you're gonna get mad because he gets to leave early and you don't. The fuck out of here, man.
Right. That's
not what I'm saying.
We're not 15 years old.
That's not what I'm saying. Let me be very clear what I'm saying. Even if you're not a vocal leader, the way that you operate as a man has influence over everybody you work with.
Bruh,
hold on, bro. Hold up. I understand. But listen, the way you operate, it has an impact. So if I know that I'm basically the favorite child and I flaunt it in front of everybody's face, bruh, regardless of whether you saying, oh, well, you earned that, bruh, it's still not cool. You still got to work with these people. You want these motherfuckers to fight in the trenches with you. That's not cool.
It's not cool. It's not. And I'm not. And my thing is, I'm not saying like, oh, it's cool to do that because you that man and you defensive player. It's not cool and it's not fair. It's not fair. But at the end of the day, you have to pull your drawers up and just keep it. I hate to say this, but it's the drastic reality. You get paid millions of dollars to do your job. Do your job. Be great. And like I said, it's always going. You think that LeBron James will walk around that goddamn Lakers room, Lakers, whatever with his locker room? Like, you know, he do what the hell he want to do all the time and always has.
Yeah.
That's
You see
not
what
a
I'm saying?
fair
Even with the
analogy
cat, you
because
know what I'm saying?
LeBron actually made the players
Hey,
around
but
him better.
LeBron winning.
Yeah, I was saying, and LeBron made the players around him better.
No, see,
Let's win.
but LeBron,
Some of them.
LeBron only needs to make 4 other people better. You asking Myles to make 10 other people better.
Bro, no, I'm not. I'm just asking him to make the defensive line better. Bro, you don't even make your defensive line as good as you. You don't even make them work like you.
How do you do
But
that?
how do y'all even know that
Bro,
he's
it's
not
in
telling
practice. Bro, you've been in practice. You've been in practice. When I practice hard and I go against y'all hard, I make y'all go hard. But if I'm picking and choosing who I want to do that with, bro, them niggas don't pick and choose when they want to play. Attitude reflect leadership in everything.
Dee Trynt, you heard NFL people talk about this already, even the veterans. Practice is not the same, bro. They ain't hitting. They ain't doing shit in practice. So what the fuck do you want me to do? Like,
what is your routine? How do you prepare for the games? How do you bring camaraderie with your defensive side so y'all can go in on the same page? What are you doing? I'm not saying Myles is wrong for wanting to trade. What I'm saying is, though, we're not about to exonerate him like he does nothing wrong.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm definitely not saying that. Because I think he got a big head. But he got a reason. But at the end of the day, how do we know he not trying his best with these guys? What if they, you know what I'm saying? Like how do we know that?
Little big, dog, because I've been putting in work for years. Like it's documented. I've been putting in work for years. But at some point, 8 years, we just gonna say fuck it. On 8 years, I don't have a right to feel some type of way now. I've been quiet, Myles. I don't be vocal, Myles. But at some point, me putting up the numbers I put up every single year has to mean something. So, like, when it comes to organization, it's like at some point, dog, anybody would just want to. You just want something new because what I've been loyal to. It's been the same shit. It's been this roller coaster. Like, dog, nobody got time for that. This is contact. This is physical. This is some shit that cuts people's lives short. So if I'm gonna play this, dog, I'm playing for a reason. And it don't seem like y'all have reason for me to play here anymore.
So check this out. Check this out, J.O. To what you just said, right? Let me put you a stat out here that you're probably not going to want to believe, but it's actually factual. Okay. Myles has been in the league 8 seasons. That means he's seen 8 Pro Bowls. 8 Super Bowls. One team has been to 7 of them. And only 3 other teams been to the other ones. So that means only 4 teams in the last 8 years that been to the Super Bowl. So who the fuck is you about to go to take you to the Super Bowl?
No, at least compete with it. Like, bro,
how they just went 11 before this season? They went 11-6. That wasn't a competing. Bro, that wasn't competing.
11-6 with the defense being the catalyst. You gonna tell me the defense?
The same defense that got put 48 up on them in the playoffs.
Okay, and
I'm just saying.
But how long?
For what? I'm saying that was, but listen though, that was the 1 year they actually played up to their potential.
Yeah.
The other years, the defense didn't play up to their potential.
And they were still on the field damn near all the time.
Last year, okay, my fault, bro. Go on.
Flacco comes in a little bit. It gave us that run because the offense wasn't doing shit. So now the offense is now putting up points, driving the ball, giving the defense time to rest. That playoff game. Who knew that the offense was going to throw 2 pick sixes and the defense wasn't going to show up? Like, who knew?
I think it's wild that you gave Flacco that pass, but you wouldn't give it to Deshaun. And he threw, and he didn't have 10% of the turnovers that Flacco had.
What did I do?
Huh? Because you was like, oh, who knew he was going to throw the pick sixes? But like you was just saying, Watson being 4-1, it didn't mean that much.
No. As a QB.
Wait, bro, hit your volume on your device a little bit because it's up high is making some of your words scratch out so we can get
I'm
all
saying
right. There you
as
go.
a QB, if I played bad but we still won, I'm not about to be eating them credits like that. The system does that. The system say the quarterback wins the game, even though he played like shit. Like how as a person you really feel some type of way when you play bad and y'all still won? You gonna take that dub? Like me personally, as a QB, like I said, who played this game at a high level, bro. If I had a bad game and we won, I'm thanking everybody else. I ain't about to go up there and say, nigga, I did it. Yeah. Like, that's what the media and everybody else does. They give it to the head coach. They give it to the fucking quarterback. But it's 10 other players that plays with them.
I agree.
And then there's 11 on the other side of the ball. So it's like, I just thought with Deshaun, he came in, like y'all said earlier, he came in, he looked distracted. He looked like he wasn't going to get a fair shake from the jump because you're talking about the off the field shit. People ain't fucking with that. So, like, of course he came in with a fair shake from the fans. But if Deshaun Watson was the reason for our dubs and us moving forward, I guarantee you that shit would have got smaller and smaller and smaller. We wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't even be here.
Let's do station identification. Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at Dee Trynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you will catch Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Right now, I'm having a great time. I'm having a great discussion about Browns, Myles, you know what I'm saying, leadership, with Sports Diva, Tap, and my boy J Yo show unedited. And it's kind of spicy in here. It's kind of spicy. I like it though. I ain't gonna lie.
I was supposed to
I
come
like
home and watch
spicy.
the Grinch, nigga. I was supposed to be chilling, eating something, watching the Grinch. I wasn't even supposed to be in this. Y'all just got me sweating in this bitch. Like, what is going on?
We appreciate your energy, bro. Your energy is appreciated. Hold on. Let me get to Maul too. Because Maul been put this comment up. My bad, Maul. He said, if you was able to get Genty, would you get Junkins later and just run the ball? So you're asking me this question. This is the best way I can answer it. The year that we took Baker and Ward, you know what I said? I said, oh, we just traded for Jarvis? Oh, we should draft Saquon with the number 1 and Lamar with the number 4. And we had the best running team in the division.
Oh, that's a
That
great
was
call.
what I said. So
Yeah,
if you asking me, would I take Genty and Junkins if I'm not bringing Chubb back? I would consider that.
And that was a great, bro. I had a question for you about Chubb. And I also got a question. I got 2 questions. So my first question to you, do you think Deshaun Watson's latest injury and, setback, you think it had something to do with Myles feeling like I gotta go?
Damn, that's a great question. Okay. I think if it is something like that, that's something Myles directly went to Deshaun and said. I will give Myles credit for that. I think if it's something that he had a beef with Deshaun about, I genuinely believe he went to Deshaun and said that shit. Especially after the whole cheering for the injury shit, because that shit did not sit with Myles the right way.
I swear I was just about to say that because I was working that game and I was pouring a drink and then I'm looking, the TVs are behind us and I'm like, oh damn, somebody getting carted off the field. I'm hearing cheering. I'm like, who the hell cheering? Because it was Cincinnati we was playing, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And when I tell you at the end of that game, Cincinnati fans wanted to fight us because they was like, y'all some shitty fans for even. I don't care about his personal life. I don't care about none of that. They are still players. They are not robots. They are players. They pump blood just like we do. They are human beings. You do not cheer. That was really a excuse my French, a fucked up day down there. Yeah. Like it was sad. It was
sad.
It was disgusting.
Yes, ma'am.
And I really think that Myles Garrett, I think not just him, but the team as a whole that had any type of soul would say, hey, who the hell want to play for y'all? And what?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I really don't want to play in front of fans that would cheer just because of, oh, they think he's sorry, and oh, da-da-da. Let me just say one more thing about Deshaun. Understand one thing. We got him in the middle of a shit dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Okay, 22 women accusing you, 21. I'm sorry, accusing you of this and that and all this. We know the dockets. We know that. Okay, we know. Goddamn, when we played the Texans, the lawyer invited 3 of the women that he just
How
a whole
crazy
bunch of
was that?
bullshit. Yeah, just a
You
whole
better
bunch of
talk.
bullshit. Your
You better talk
mind
your
is
shit.
not going to be your mind. Your body reacts off of your mind. Okay, you're not going to be. Yeah, you're going to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he want. Of course, you want to win games as a quarterback, because who gets blamed when we lose? The quarterback and the coach, right?
Yep.
The first people,
Yep.
right? Of
Yep.
course, we wanna win, of course. But you're not gonna tell me that man's mind wasn't all over the damn place, thinking that, oh, I gotta pay all this money out, or I'm getting accused as a rapist, or they're chanting, they literally chants, rapist. It don't, come on, like you are physically not going to be there if you're mentally not there. And that's it. I don't blame Deshaun for a lot of shit. Like, I hated the fact he got hurt and all this stuff, but I don't blame him for a lot of the shit that happened on that field. Like, I don't. And when it comes down to Myles, like you said, I think that he might have went to him personally with that. Like, I do agree with that. I totally do agree with that. But I do think it has something to do with that specific day, because that's something I've never seen. I've seen Bottlegate. I mean, I was little as hell, but I've seen Bottlegate, people,
I
fighting
remember
other, fights in the stands and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's been a lot, but to cheer when this man gets hurt is absolutely disgusting. And I think that Myles, I think he had a lot. I think that still be on his mind, to be honest with you, because I think he's a good guy overall. But yeah, I think it had a lot to do with him wanting to leave. I do.
Because he was disappointed. He was disappointed.
Very disappointed. He was disgusted at that press conference. Disgusted.
Yes, ma'am. He was disappointed, man. Like,
and yet, granted, they say, oh, you ain't supposed to have, put your emotions on the field and all that. Yeah, all right. I'm still human, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
And he was about to score, too. Damn it, he was about to score on that shit.
Hey, listen, bro.
Shit.
That shit opened wide up. I'm like, oh, shit.
Hey, listen, man. I personally feel like Deshaun got a raw deal, bro. And listen, if it's me, bro, I'm not getting rid of him. Bitch, get healthy.
But I don't want to play here, though. If I'm like, honestly.
I mean, but listen, but do I not want to play here, or is the fan base making it hard for me to get comfortable here? That's two different things.
Okay. Right. Back to my question is, winning solves everything. So if he wins, then all is forgiven.
I don't agree. In Cleveland, bro, it's never enough. Cleveland fan base, football fan base, not gonna be satisfied until they get a ring, bro. Until they get a ring, nothing you ever do is, bro. We could go 17-0. If they don't win a ring, it don't matter, bro. It does not matter to the city.
I mean, we ain't never seen that before to make that call, bro. Like, I don't know about that.
I'm just going off. Listen, I'm going off of what I'm experiencing and what I'm seeing. Not only as a look, she down there in 312. I'm down there in the draft room. I was down there all season, bro. I'm seeing these motherfuckers. I'm rubbing elbows with these motherfuckers. I'm in the different clubs, talking to different people, bro. I'm on the field. Listen when I tell you, bro. It does not matter. Excuse my French. These motherfuckers is racist.
Oh, for sure.
And that is the number one issue, that their racism goes unchecked. That is the problem.
And you know what's kind of weird is that I've heard racist remarks and stuff like that, and I've even cut people off because they were too drunk and they got to saying crazy stuff or whatever. But nevertheless, their checking account, savings account, whatever it is, however they pay for them season tickets or however they pay for them tickets, it's always going to be a packed ass stadium. It's always going to be a packed ass Muni lot. It's always going to be a packed ass West 6, y'all. They talk shit, they do, but they always come to the game. Specifically because we're like the second most, drunk fan base there is in the NFL, other than like the Raiders or some shit. But it's weird how the thinking, and then all the bullshit they talking all this over. Like I don't know if when you be in the draft room, if they be talking about like last year before before the last game, they were saying, well, we're going to boycott if Deshaun Watson is on the field or whatever next year on the roster, then they're going to not come. We're not going to come. You're not, dude. You think all that goddamn money you pay for the season tickets, you ain't gonna come, or you not gonna sell your tickets on eBay for somebody to come? Of course you are. You know how much those tickets are?
Yeah.
And you know how much they're gonna be when that new stadium comes? It's gonna be astronomical amounts. And this is a football town. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't listen. I'm questioning whether it's a football town. Not because we don't love football, but because we don't treat our football team like we love them. That's just my take, bro. Because I had to tell a woman this, a chick I was kicking it with. I had to tell her this. Just because you love me and you're willing to be there for me does not give you the right to talk to me any type of way. You can keep everything positive you have if you think that gives you the leeway to talk to me any type of way. So this is how I correlate to the fans. I don't give a fuck about your money if your support ain't genuine from the heart. Fuck you and your money. Take all that shit to the house.
So about 15% is genuine down there. Honestly, we got to just keep it real. Like they only come because what people tailgate because of what? The liquor and the food, right?
Yeah.
They don't even.
I was down get drunk outside of Cleveland.
They didn't even know what. I said, young lady, who's the quarterback? She's like, oh, some cute black dude. He cute though. They didn't know the first thing about football. They don't even know how to spell football. So I think they have the love for the game because it's football. They want to see. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the team, okay, you know why? Because we do stupid shit like this. 0-16 parade. Who the hell gonna respect you?
Or jump in the lake.
Through that parade.
Y'all was just about to say that and jump in the lake.
Was that the games next season?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I went down there because it was lit up. It was lit. It was crazy. It was super drunk. Whatever. But who is going to respect you doing shit like that? I mean, I'm just asking. Like nobody.
So let me chime in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I think our fan base is at the point where our uncles and grandparents was used to the cardiac kids. So people hold on to the 70s and 80s of the Browns. And when you're born in this town, you're born into Browns. Some people are there's a lot of Pittsburgh fans here, but that's not the point. And I think as of right now, as an organization in our fan base, they don't understand the concept of being a true fan and actually being in love with the team that you grew up watching. There's a different culture now, a different generation of people, different generation of fans. So it's like she said, they go to get drunk. I was a supervisor at the Guardian Stadium for 3 years. I've seen it all. Mm-hmm. They just like they are at the Brown Stadium. Just a whole bunch of drunk, belligerent people. But for our fan base is sickening to a degree because it's like, I remember in 2006, I went to a Baltimore Ravens game, and there were only 5,000 people in the seats. You could literally hear yourself echoing throughout the stadium. I remember them years when we sucked so bad, wasn't nobody at the games, and I was there. And then once Baker got here, he brought some fandom here, and attendance started rising a little bit, and we got Odell Beckham, and we had Jarvis Landry, and you know what I'm saying, we started looking good, successful. So it's like this new culture of fan base is different. So they don't have the love for the game. They just go for the fandom and just to be there. There's no loyalty in the team, into that logo.
Yeah. And
to what I'm saying, the loyalty, they don't even use the word loyalty anymore. They're just there just to be there. They don't learn the game, they don't love the game, they're not loyal to the game or to the team. Right. They just there just to watch a game. So they care less if we go 0-17 or if we go 11-6. It don't matter. It ain't gonna matter because they're gonna turn on TV, turn on ESPN, and listen to those jokes of people analysts on TV, and everybody has the same narrative because the TV station is bought. So then it trickles down to everybody else, and they repeat in the same sentiments that they heard that somebody else said, and they're not speaking from truth.
True.
This organization needs a drastic change. It needs to start with setting the tone for your players and coaches. Every 3 years, don't have a 5-year plan. Every 5 years, don't have a 3-4 year plan. If it don't work, look at Cincinnati. They stayed with their head coach for 11 years. They ain't win them nothing. 11, 12 years he stayed there. They ain't win nothing. They have Carson Palmer and them. They used to beat up on us a lot and stuff like that. But they stuck with their coach no matter what. No matter win or lose, they stuck with him. We're going to get it right eventually. He didn't. They got rid of him, and then, they went to the Super Bowl. But Cleveland needs to start implementing trust and don't just turn your back on each other when the times is hard. Yeah, Joe Thomas did it. He stayed here for 12 seasons. He said, no matter what, I ain't leaving. And when the injuries got too much and he got there in age, he was like, I just don't want to go through the rehab and the training camp anymore. I'm done. I'm cool. I love Cleveland. I'll never change it for the world, but it is what it is. I'm going to Canton. Myles Garrett need to have the same attitude. Yeah, I might not go to the bowl. Yeah, it sucks because I'm a competitor. I want to raise that trophy so bad. I want to raise that trophy so bad it hurts. Yeah, I ran track. I played baseball, played football, and I played basketball. The most trophies I ever won was playing baseball. I never won at a high level at basketball or football. So I know what they feel like. I know how he feels. I've been on losing teams where we ain't win shit. The most games we ever won in the season was 6. And now 4 years consecutively. I know how I feel. It sucks getting your butt whooped all the time. It sucks. But you got to keep your composure. Don't get me wrong. You're so talented. You might as well. If that's what you choose to do, the way the NFL's ran now, free agency, contracts, all that, go ahead. Go be great. If you want to leave and go be great somewhere else, but we got you for 2 more years. We don't have to do anything we don't want to do. If you're a professional and you are who you say you are, you got 2 more years left. Give me everything you got. And if it don't work after them 2 years, I'll ship you off. I'll let you go. Go ahead. I won't hold you hostage anymore. Go ahead. Go be great. But don't bring that loser mentality of pouting like a little 3-year-old. I can't get what I want. It ain't working. The TV, I don't know how to turn the TV on. I'm stomping through the house. Don't have that attitude.
Can I ask you a question on top on
you
that?
have to show leadership, and it might not be on the field, it might be vocally. But as parents, your kids learn from you. They watch all your movements, your facial expressions, what you eat, your sleeping habits. You be the parent on that team. Watch your eating habits. Watch how you train. Watch how you perform. Watch what you say. Watch how body posture is everything. When you losing, everybody body posture. That's all people read is your body posture. Oh yeah, he's not mentally into it. He don't want to be here.
Hold up, Tap. Diva, Jo got a couple questions they wanted to ask you. Yeah,
all right, go ahead.
We let you get. Okay. Yeah, they wanted to ask you a couple things.
Diva, you definitely go first. Ladies first.
Okay, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Diva, no, you had something. You was about to say something or ask something while he was in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I start seeing how people. We was talking about the fandom and how it's. I totally get that. Like when I go to training camp every year, I get like the little VIP training camp stuff when free food, free liquor, stuff like that, like the whole experience stuff or whatever. Now back in the day when it was like I don't know. Whenever I don't even know when they started the whole fan experience stuff, but nobody was there when I first started going. When what's his name with the Tyrod Taylor?
Tyrod,
yeah, it wasn't nobody there. Like I got his autograph, Denzel Ward's. I got a whole bunch of autographs because nobody was there, and we could just go up to the fence and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, I signed it. I got hats, all types of stuff." Now you can barely get in a parking space.
Yeah.
Because like you said, when Odell came here and then Baker we start winning and he took us to the playoffs and now, yeah, I'm buying Browns memorabilia. I got all types of stuff now. And it's like you said, I go up to a person and say, I do my little interviews and stuff for my page and for the media school. Oh yeah, so how do you feel about Nick Chubb and who is that girl? Who is that? Like it's not about the team. It's just about I just want to be a Browns fan because of what we're doing now, like the moment type thing. And I hate that for us. I hate that because if we get laughed at for real, when people, you know what I'm saying? I just hate that for us. I hate that. It's fake and it's just not what the Browns organization is about. Like I was there when it was the Coliseum back when I was 5 and 6 years old. My grandma used to take me. Like it's disappointing and it's sad for real. It is.
Yeah, it is. It is. I even take it back when Johnny Manziel got here.
Yeah.
I even take it back that far. When we drafted Johnny Manziel, I was the first person like this. Oh, we in the money. We here, baby. He gonna bring us to that Super Bowl. I was all money in the air. You hear me? I was money in the air. I thought Johnny Manziel was gonna take us to the promised land, and he had a cocaine problem. I think it boils down to our talent scouting. Like Paul P. Podesta.
What do you
Once
do?
again, we rehashed that earlier. He has to go.
What does he do?
He has to go. He's a talent scout strategist. Whatever that means.
If he called him a thought partner. So like what does he last time I checked, he called him a great thought partner. So like what does he do, man?
Like Paul P. Podesta is a baseball analyst.
Oh, yeah.
He's been with the MLB for years.
Uh-huh.
The Browns try to do some revolutionized new way of finding talent, and they thought
Moneyball.
using
He's one of the
Moneyball.
founders of Moneyball.
Yeah, they thought logistics was the way to scout talent, so they brought an MLB guy in the NFL, thinking you could use the same logistics and numbers and stuff and charts to scout talent for football. It's not working. It's not working.
I mean, all the draft picks ain't been bad though. All of them ain't been bad. Some of them just
absolutely right.
Okay.
I think sometimes we draft based on the name and not the presence and the performance.
When you pass up Allen, who's in Buffalo, when you pass up Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, now I can name about 8 more people they passed up. Wide receivers, tight ends, running backs. I can name a lot.
Yeah.
But who's to say if they came here, they'd have been successful like they are where they're at now?
Right.
Who came here and was successful?
Like you can't. If Lamar Jackson was here right now, you think he'll be the same Lamar Jackson the day he is in Baltimore?
Man, wait, hold on, wait. Mark Jackson? Who you?
Lamar Jackson.
Talking about? Oh, Lamar.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar was here. Well,
with Lamar though, like nobody really knew what to do with Lamar coming out of college. So like Baltimore with Ozzie over there making moves, he figured I'll bring him in. I'll have the hard ball get at him, and we're going to bait. Like I think it was like circumstance with Lamar. He just got lucky. I don't think he'd have been Lamar Jackson anywhere else but Baltimore. That's why I think he's never going to leave Baltimore.
Yeah, I agree with the sentiments that Baltimore chose to build the team around him. The problem is when you try to build a team around somebody in Cleveland, it's a problem if they're not white. That's the elephant in the room.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We get this off with the Cavs because LeBron won a ship with the Cavs. So they can't talk shit about black athletes in basketball because none of the white athletes that y'all tried to bring in did nothing for the Cavs. And I fucking love Mark Price. I fucking love Mark Price. He ain't do shit.
I mean, you can't blame that on the MJ era though. Like,
huh?
You can't really blame that on the MJ era. Like,
I mean, they should have beat MJ, but they
Like,
didn't.
the
I
Cavs
mean,
was,
when you trade Ron Harper for Danny Ferry, you ain't never trying to win shit.
but the Cavs was a dominant team in the East, though. Like they were. They just couldn't get past Mike,
Hey,
man.
Tap go out there going.
They couldn't get past Mike, man. It was just like Mike was just
People
killing
trying
niggas'
to run
dreams at
home
that
for Danny
moment, man.
Ferry.
Man,
You told
did,
Ron Harper
bro.
to stand in the corner and put Craig Elo on Jordan and shit. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Who the fuck is Craig Elo? I'm not saying.
Hold on. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Because
I
Craig
ain't saying
Elo's a
I don't
dog.
know who he
Check
is.
him.
Well, I'm
I
saying
don't check
if
him.
you ain't from Cleveland, you don't know who he is.
Craig Elo a dog.
In Cleveland.
I don't check him. That's what Craig said.
No, but listen. So I'm gonna back
Put him
to
on
the
his
Browns.
knees.
I'm gonna recap on the Browns real quick. So
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you when we were going in the right direction and where we went wrong. 2018, we hired John Dorsey.
Oh my God.
17, I'm
going
sorry.
on mute.
17, we hired John Dorsey, right? The best move the Haslam's ever did because he got us Myles Garrett. He got us some decent
That
picks.
is lies.
He
That
also got
lies.
his Freddie Kitchens.
Sashi
too.
Brown drafted
No,
Myles Garrett.
John Dorsey was still here
John
when Sashi
Dorsey
Brown was here.
drafted Baker Mayfield.
No,
That was his first pick.
Dorsey was still here when Sashi Brown was here.
Dorsey came in the middle of the season because Sashi and Hugh was beefing.
Right.
That's when Deshaun Kaiser was the second. No.
Oh my God! Don't talk about Deshaun Kaiser. Don't.
Dorsey didn't make that pick
They
though.
did
That
him
was
wrong.
a Sashi Brown and Hugh Jackson pick. Because we had two. Because what happened was we had multiple picks in the first round.
John Dorsey collected them
No,
picks.
he did
No,
not,
he didn't.
bro.
No, he did not.
Sashi Brown made those.
Sashi
Go
Brown
look it up.
orchestrated all that
Sashi
shit.
Brown
He
picked
didn't get a
Myles
chance to
Garrett.
use it.
No,
He traded back.
No, I
Yes,
ain't
sir.
no.
He traded
Sashi
back.
Brown
He
put all
got
that shit
David
together.
Njoku, and then he
He
got
gave him a
Jabril
platter.
Peppers with the last pick
Yes,
in the
sir.
first
No,
round.
I might have misquoted myself. You might not. Okay. What I'm saying is, when John Dorsey was here, he collected those picks to make those good draft picks.
He did not.
No, he did
inherited
not.
those picks.
He inherited all that from Sashi.
Yeah, Sashi did that, bro.
He just
John
didn't get to
Dorsey
use it.
came
Sashi
in.
put all that together. Period.
John Dorsey
People forget
came
that.
in. He
Hey, people forget
drafted
that.
Baker,
Yeah.
right?
Sashi put
Drafted
all that.
Ward. Then he traded our right guard and a future first round pick that became Daniel Jones for OBJ. Then he traded the third round pick and got Wyatt Teller. So what I will give you credit for is he has some type of idea of how to put together an offense.
Period. Yeah.
He didn't do shit for the defense.
He did it in Kansas City, so he knew what he was doing.
He didn't do shit for the defense, but he did something for the offense.
But he also did Freddie Kitchens, and I ain't like that shit.
Man, who the fuck hires Freddie Kitchens?
As a head coach? Man, come on, man.
Man, listen.
I couldn't understand that shit.
We knew that shit was stupid, okay?
I could not understand that shit for the life of me. Like,
this how I knew they was racist, bro. This how I knew they was racist. This is how I knew they was racist. Because you push you out the door. You use what the fuck was his name? Ty Haley. Okay, Ty. He used Ty Haley to push Hugh Jackson out the door. Right? This is what Dorsey did. Yeah. He did it to push you out the door. Yeah. And the owner was like, oh, fuck that. Both of them niggas getting fired. He fired Ty Haley in the middle of the season and Hugh at the end of the season. Said, try it again, start over. I don't like Dorsey. I don't like the motherfucker. I can't stand that motherfucker. Man. I can't stand that motherfucker.
For what reason?
For what reason?
Yeah.
Oh man, let me give you let me count the ways. Okay, let me count the ways. First off, who the fuck told you to draft Baker? You fucked up there first. I'm not mad at you for drafting Denzel Ward, but I'm pretty sure if you wouldn't have drafted Baker number 1, you wouldn't have drafted Denzel Ward number 4. Okay? You could have took Derwin James. it's a lot of niggas you could have took it for. Okay, then you traded our next year pick that turned out to be the 19th overall for OBJ, and Baker wouldn't even throw OBJ the fucking ball.
But that's a coaching problem.
That's a Baker problem. Y'all got to stop blaming Stefanski for Baker not throwing that nigga the ball.
Okay, so can I just say this, D? Was Odell Beckham the first target, the second target, or the third target? Odell Beckham was the third target. And let me tell you something, sir. It's hard to hit the third receiver. It's just hard to do. Odell Beckham should have been the number one receiver. He should have been the focal point. He wasn't the focal point. They put him in there and plugged him in as a third. He was the third option.
So look, though, but as you the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
You're the person in charge of throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
You get to dictate the play. If you know your number one is the third option, are you going to still look at him for the third option? Or you're going to...
Okay, in high school and college, no. In the league, I don't know, because I don't know what those film study days is like when they come to you like, look, I told you 1, 2, and 3. This is the reads. Hey, these are what you're supposed to read. 1, 2, and 3. Don't get fancy and do your own shit. Like, how much control did Baker have?
I think Baker had a lot of leeway. I could be very wrong.
Leeway and control is a little bit different, though.
It is.
Leeway allows you to check at the line. Like, leeways allow you to check at the line.
Control lets you change the whole play when you get ready. I got you. No, I got you. So, I follow.
You know what I mean? So, like, although Baker did miss Odell a lot, motherfuckers just don't want to admit that Odell was not even the first or the second read. And that's disrespectful to Baker and Odell. Like, and if Odell came in like, well, I want you to say fuck what the coach is doing and give me the ball, that's a problem too.
Man, Baker did it anyway.
He forced him. He forced the ball to the motherfucker. He was trying. It got to a point where he was just trying to force the ball to Odell so y'all can get the fuck off my back. Like, dude, like, dog. It looked just as such. He started forcing the ball to Odell just so y'all can get the fuck off my back. Like,
bruh,
here. But
I'm not about to let you use him force feeding Odell to take away from the fact that Baker can't read defenses.
Where was Odell most successful? In New York. With Eli Manning, who, for whatever reason, people don't give him no credit. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. So, like,
oh my God.
So I'm asking you bring Odell in with Jarvis and Hollywood and Joku, I believe. Like, these are the targets, and now I bring you in, but you're not gonna be the number one, Odell. You're not. How do a coaching staff come up with that?
How does the players on the offense let you get that off? I'm so sorry. It's 11 people on the offense. If 10 of us know that this one person is dominant, then we're going to the coach like, Coach, you got us fucked up. I don't care what you talk about, Coach. You got us fucked up. I say this because I did it.
Yeah.
I still do it on my jobs. Y'all niggas got me fucked up.
Yeah. I'm glad you.
No, we're not doing this, bro. This shit don't even. You not about to have me up here doing this shit. We're not doing that. And this is why I say, not to, but this is why I was saying about Myles, bro. And people be telling me too. I cannot hold people to the standard that I was raised at. And that's very true. Everybody was raised differently. Everybody's perspectives on things gonna be differently. And I'm not always right. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm not always right. Sometimes I could definitely learn a thing or two about just staying on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And not fuck what everybody else doing. But when it comes to this type of shit, bro, at some point we got to be able to say, this ain't right. As a unit, this ain't right, bruh. You can't ask us to do this. We have to do something different. And be willing to stand on that shit. Hey, we not running this type of defense, bro. You got to switch this shit up. Oh, you ain't gonna switch it up? Then we ain't getting on the field. I bet you when the owner come down and say, well, damn, why y'all ain't getting on the field, bro? We not running this weak ass defense because it's not gonna help us win. You think the owner gonna listen to that fucking coach or them 12 players that saying they not fucking with? You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, like I say, man, everybody, everybody not accountable for everybody.
I get that.
But if we're a unit and we're a team, then that means whatever you do reflect on me too.
But bro, Baker was Odell.
Huh?
Baker was in with Odell.
He was in the right.
Now, what year was Baker in when he got Odell?
He was in year 2.
Young as shit. Like, I mean, like, why are we acting like he was a fucking elite Tom Brady like motherfucker? Like, he wasn't.
Because that's how he acted. We knew he wasn't, but guess what? People hold you accountable to the way you carry yourself, not to what we already know, but the way you carry yourself. So if you carrying yourself like you hot shot because you the number 1 pick, and like you just this raw talent, and you going out there, nigga, and you can't even make a simple read, come on, my nigga.
Bro.
You got to be held accountable for that shit.
Okay, be held accountable, but I'm asking, how do you expect year 2 Baker in this offense with a prolific Odell, and it doesn't work, and we're not looking at every possible thing of why it didn't work instead of just saying it's with Baker? Like, it's just like that's my only question is when we are addressing these issues, we want to blame motherfuckers, but we're not inside of everything that goes on to prepare for a week. It's like, how do we get from not looking into every possible thing that happened and just blaming one motherfucker in year 2? In year 2.
Probably, well, for me, probably because I didn't like the motherfucker to begin with. When he was at Oklahoma, I didn't like the motherfucker. So it's probably that. But I did take up for Baker though. As much as I don't mind admitting, say, hey, bro, he ain't my choice. I did take up for him, bro. I was taking up for him a whole lot, but bro, we are creatures of habit. You couldn't read this is my biggest knock on Baker, bro. And I say this every time somebody asks me about him. You cannot read defenses. There's no way you were the number 1 overall pick and you can't read defenses. And that is one of the most important jobs of the quarterback, is to be able to read a defense. So don't come up on my team talking all that cachet shit, that old $300,000 K ass shit, and you can't even make a simple dump off read.
Okay, but Baker was like that in college. The Browns organization went through all the things you go through in the what's that shit? The combine and all that shit. You go through all that shit. So then you bring this person in, but I'm still that's who the fuck I was when they brought me in. So like, how do you expect me to just 180 change in year 2 of who the fuck I was? Look at the organization. Don't look at I get it. He didn't perform to where we needed him to, but like, it's just certain shit that I just wish that motherfucker would just look at the whole totality of it before we just start pointing the finger at motherfuckers. Like,
so you feel like I'm not giving the front office and coaching staff enough credit for their part in Baker not panning out?
Yeah, like you said it. You say they shouldn't have drafted.
But in all fairness, John Dorsey drafted him. That's not who Hugh wanted. And we got to keep that in perspective, because Hugh came out and said this multiple times. That's not who he wanted. Yeah. He wanted to draft Josh Allen. The year before that, he wanted to draft Patrick Mahomes. These was guys he wanted to pick. Y'all didn't want to do what he wanted to do. Y'all want to do what y'all wanted to do. Like he hadn't been there longer than y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is where when you be like, or not where I'm just adding the context to this is why I don't like John Dorsey. Because you made that pick. You didn't give a fuck about what nobody else wanted. You made that pick. Then your ass got booted out of here and everybody got to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
So this is why I take up for Kevin a lot, because I feel like Kevin and Andrew always got to take the blame for everybody else's decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's unfair. The owner want to do some shit, it's Kevin and Andrew fault. A player don't want to act right after he got paid, it's Kevin and Andrew fault. Like, come on, bro. Like, so I'm with you on that. We gotta start holding the motherfuckers accountable that need to be held accountable. But I don't exonerate the organization for their part in why the Browns haven't turned it around. But I do feel like it be that one motherfucker that come in and fuck up the whole flow. It don't even be everybody. It be that one motherfucker that come in and fuck it all up and think they doing something. Like when Jadeveon ass was here, right? I liked the Jadeveon because he was a run stopper. I kept saying they should play Jadeveon at linebacker. You shouldn't even play him on the end. You should just run. I've been saying this for years. Just run 3 defensive tackles and Myles Garrett, bro, and just move him around the line. Whatever defensive end you get that's good at the run, just make him an outside linebacker. So now his job is to only spy the ball carrier, because Myles gonna always spy the quarterback. And now you got these 3 big ass linemen down there that's soaking up blocks, bro. Listen, I call defenses. All right, like nigga, I drew up plays, nigga. When they I fuck with this football shit, bro. Like nigga, I fuck with this shit from the rooter to the tutor. They tell me all the time, bro. You should teach this shit. You should be out here showing these motherfuckers. I ain't really in a position to be that type of leader to a motherfucker right now, but I'm just saying, like, I really I'm like a real student of the game.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like I could see okay, damn, this working. Like this year, right? The Browns defense was cool. They couldn't stop the run, and they couldn't get off the field on 3rd down. But a lot of people talking about the offense ain't offense, bro. I done seen multiple games where Deshaun come down, they score, they get the ball back, they come down, get a field goal, or they come down, score right quick, and then the defense let off a 12-play drive. So now by the time the offense get the ball back, nigga, they like, damn, we got to deal with, okay, boom. They get a 3 and out, or they might want 5 plays. Next thing you know, the defense still on the field for 14 plays. That's not the offense fault.
I mean, the offense average like 15 points a game, bro. So
it's hard to get in rhythm, bro. If I come out on the first drive and I score in 5 plays and I don't get the ball back for 25 plays, bro, what type of momentum you think they're going to have? That's no different than if the defense go down and get a 3 and out, and then the offense come out and get a 3 and out. Bro, you're not helping the defense. You know what I'm saying? That shit work both ways. Okay, look at the diva that got on screen. Look at you ready? Okay, then take you out.
I had to get myself together a little bit. I'm like, I got a show in a couple hours. I gotta get myself together. Yeah. And put up them damn groceries. I had the boys put them up. But yeah, no, I'm just listening to y'all. I'm just working on the stream or whatever.
On the stream, that's cool.
But yeah, I'm listening to y'all for sure.
But yeah, no, man. So okay, so who y'all want in the draft?
Huh?
Who y'all want the Browns to draft? That's what I would like to know. Who y'all want?
Bro, I don't know.
I can't even answer that. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's so unfortunate right now. I couldn't even get to think about that pick. It's so many places you can go. You know what I mean? There's so many things that need to be addressed, but of course, quarterback needs to be addressed. And let Mary Kate say it, they're drafting a quarterback at 2. Like
they should.
They definitely should.
But then who? Cam or Shador?
I want Cam. I think Shador fit the best. As far as skill set, I think Shador fit the best.
Yeah,
but as far as physical talent, I think you got to take Cam in this division.
But this is Kevin Stefanski's offense.
So it don't matter what quarterback you get as long as he can throw the motherfucking ball and read defenses. The nigga that won with every type of quarterback you had. Running quarterback, can't run quarterback.
We're gonna go 12 personnel and 3-4 tight ends and shit. Like I guess so. Like,
man,
but who's going?
is that
who's
really
going to run the
Kevin's
ball?
system? No, you
And who's going to run the ball? Like who's going to run the ball? You need a running back.
What's wrong with Jerome Ford? Tell me the problem with Ford.
Jerome to me is just a pop. Like he's a pop out type. Like he'll pop out for you, but like he ain't giving you no. I haven't really seen him like sustain like, and it's hard. And I guess because I'm not comparing him to Nick, but of course that's what I'm accustomed to. I'm accustomed to Nick Chubb type of shit.
Oh shit!
And he ain't there for me. So maybe that's it. Like maybe I don't really have anything bad about Jerome. It's just what I'm accustomed to. And he just seems like poppy. Like he'll pop out, and then some games he'll disappear. Now out of the backfield catching the ball, I give him that. Like he's good to me on that note. But like handing him the ball sometimes, it just I don't know. It seems like it's hit or miss sometimes with him.
Wait,
yeah, I
okay.
agree. He's not consistent as I would like him to be. But a lot of people try to compare him to Nick Chubb, and you can't compare anybody to that man.
Flat
Nobody.
out. Yes,
so
ma'am.
It's like I want to see more of him, and I want to see more consistency with him because I like him. I really do. I mean, now the first year he came to the Browns, I didn't like how he would run the opposite way type thing. Like I don't know, it would be like I'm using my blockers, but no, forget y'all, I'm going this way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I didn't like, but then he fixed it up last year. He fixed that up. It cleaned it up a little bit, and he start using his blockers, and they start making pass for him. And he's I think he scored like maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns with using his blockers, with the handoff. So if he just stays like he is, because he's young, he's like what 20, 25, something like that. He's young, 26.
Man, he's young, yeah, for sure.
He's young, so he has a lot of time. I just want him to show us like, hey, I'm not Nick Chubb, but I am good. I am good, because I don't know if Nick Chubb is ever going to be Nick Chubb again.
So do you keep Nick or do you bring someone else in? Because I mean, I love Nick. I would hate to see him go, but let's be honest, like he's coming off another injury.
The same, this. First of all, he had the same injury off the same leg, and then he came off of that,
and then he got the foot injury. Yeah,
right.
And he was in his contract year, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like he's a free agent. So what do you do? Like, do you bring him back?
What do you do? I would have loved for us to have got what's his name from O State. I would love that.
Junkins? Like Junkins? I like Junkins.
I like Junkins. I like Junkins. I like Henderson too. I like both of them. They were talking about him going to Dallas or something. I'm like, but but I don't know. I don't think you should get rid of Chubb. I just don't think you should keep him either. I don't know. Listen.
Hold on. I don't want to break you. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. She is battling like, bruh. I really don't want to say get rid of Chubb though, but I lightweight want to say get rid. But that's me laughing.
Because it's like at the end of the day, you want to make your team better, and you can't make decisions based off of feelings and based off of personal feelings. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to do what you got to do. And I would say, honestly, let's keep them until there's, like a deadline or something that, throughout the season. I forgot how that goes.
Trade Nick Chubb. Yeah. Girl, is you crazy?
I mean, sometimes you got to just step out on faith and...
Let me read the comment. Let me not. Okay. So Maul Ben said this. My bad, Maul. And I appreciate that you still in here, bro, for sure. So Maul said he was speaking on Myles Garrett. We was talking about him earlier. He said they should want to trade him. He shouldn't have to ask for real. We need picks and a QB. All that defense cool, but the refs dictating the games now. People want to see it. Offense. I think that's a legitimate statement. Then Maul say they bust Jeff Garcia upside the head with a bottle of any
Oh
race
my
could get
This nigga
That's
crazy.
crazy work.
it. We ain't discriminating. Anybody can get cracked with these bitches.
That's
Oh shit! Oh,
wow.
I shouldn't be laughing this hard. My bad. Oh
No,
shit!
that's crazy work though.
Oh, crazy work. Hey, I love LaShawn McCoy for that statement. Crazy work. I like that little phrase though. I definitely
That's
do.
crazy work. Mhm.
So yeah, I think so my philosophy was they should spend okay, wait. Let me say the whole philosophy in a nutshell, okay?
Okay.
They need to rebuild the offense, but they need to renovate the defense. Okay? In my mind, right, Myles still on the team. So in my mind, you got Myles. On the defensive line, you got Myles, Dalvin Thomason, Mike Hall Jr., Alex Wright, and Isaiah McGuire. Right? Them the five I'm naming. I understand there's other guys down there, but them the only five I feel like is reliable. Right? At linebacker, you only have JOK, who's a huge question mark because he may not even play football again.
I know, man. That bitch.
And then you got Ward, Delpit, Emerson, Newsom. So as far as the defense is concerned, a free safety and a linebacking core put you in the game. But a defensive tackle that could run stop really puts you in the game. And that's why I say it's just renovation.
Mhm.
But on offense, you got DeJuan Jones at whichever tackle you're going to play him at. Luke Weipler coming back from injury. And Zach Zinter, right? That's
Right.
the line. You got Njoku, you got Judy, you got Tillman. Because them the only three under contract. And I think Mike Wood's under contract, maybe. Right? Jerome Ford, the only running back under contract. Dorian Thompson Robinson is the only quarterback under contract. Nigga, we don't even got an offense.
For sure.
Right.
So I said they should spend their first 5 draft picks on offense. I need a running back. I need a future, the number one quarterback, the future number one running back, the future number one receiver, the future number one left tackle. And to be honest, I need you to get a tight end to go with that complements Njoku. Because I think a traditional tight end should start so we can move Njoku around like a real receiver.
Yeah.
So that's my philosophy. I feel like the offensive line between Batonio retiring or you trading him, you trading Zeller, and you figuring out what you're going to do with Jed Wills, you could use the offensive line to rebuild the offensive line. You don't even have to go nowhere else. You can just use the assets you got and rebuild that. The defense, you're probably going to have to use your cap money to fill in the blanks on defense.
True.
And I guess the only other thing you get out the draft is some kick returners, because I would love a Josh Cribbs and Eric Metcalf on our team again.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, absolutely.
with this new style of kick return, I mean, do you?
You don't like it? Let's talk about that. Y'all don't like it?
No, so
Put a
what's the new rule here?
47-pound running back there. You can put Kareem Hunt cousin back there, and he can return kicks. I was like, man, this big ass nigga back here returning kicks. Like, I don't even. Yeah, I don't know what this kick shit is right now, bro.
Okay, so they took the rugby style of kickoffs. And what it is they still kick off from the 35. But instead of everybody running down and clashing, they line up basically at the 35 and the 25. The kicking team was on the 35. The receiving team was on the 25.
Yeah.
Nobody can move until the returner catches the ball.
Yeah.
So it's basically just like a long ass running play. That's how I look at it. It's just a long ass running play. But it cuts down on injuries. You still get the returns. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good thing because we not gonna act like these motherfuckers wasn't just flying downfield, throwing their body into people just cause.
Right.
I mean, in the sake of being, protecting the players, I understand. But then why not just line the ball up at the 25 and just say, fuck it? Like,
so just take the kick away, just don't kick at all?
Yeah. Because I think you took something away from the kick return by doing it like that. Like, I don't think Devin Hester would approve of this. Like, I don't even think Josh Cribbs is cool with this type of style.
I think they would have scored more. I think if they would have had this format, because that's because it's new. But listen, when they start breaking this shit down in film, this is the first year. When they start breaking that shit down in field, bruh, and they about to start realizing, it's just like any running play, bruh. Once you get past the first level, this shit all smoke.
So what you say is different than like I believe the XFL is where they got it from, which again,
the XFL, I thought it was rugby. Okay.
Yeah, it was because rugby is more like locked, like connected.
Yeah, they locked their arms.
I think it was either the XFL or the USFL, where the fuck that league was that had that type of setup, and that's where they got it from. But even there, it's not a high return success rate, so it's more so just to protect the players. So if you want to protect the players, let's just one up it and fucking line the ball up and go play. Like, I don't know.
And take away the kick. Because I feel like if you take away the kick, you might as well take away kicking altogether. Ain't no point in punting that bitch. Listen. They can find out. Hey, listen.
So it's fourth and
listen.
30. It's 4th and 30, so you forced to go for it because you can't. You got at least keep
listen. If they gonna take away the kick, then it should only be like 5 first downs, bruh. You get a first down at the 20. You get a first down at the 40. You get a first down at day 40. You get a first down at day 20. You get a first down at day 1.
Or why not
5 downs, nigga.
Or why not when you punt the ball, why not line up the way you lined up for kickoffs for the punt? How about that? You take away the kick return. You take away kick return.
As dangerous as the kick.
You can take that away, but the punt, if it's 4th and 30, you just gotta punt that bitch. Like, you have nothing drawn up for that. So like, it's different from scoring a touchdown and just spotting the ball than opposed to being 4th and 30. Like, you gotta punt that. Like, but to spot the ball for a touchdown or a field goal instead of kicking it off, yeah. But when you punt the ball, line up the same way like y'all do, as if you were fucking kicking off or something.
That's not real. So then where the line of scrimmage at?
Wherever it's 4th and 30 at. Like.
So you saying the defense don't got a right to try to block the punt?
Nope.
Why?
Because I'm trying to protect my players. Shit. That's what that's for. Because I'm trying to protect my players, man.
Oh shit.
That's crazy.
Oh fuck.
That's crazy. I don't know, man. Like, I just think the way that kickoff shit went this year, that kickoff shit looked horrible to me. Like, and it was new. I'll give you the fact that it was new. It is new, but bro, come on, man. You might just spot that ball.
He said they should just do the punt the same way so I can protect my players.
It's all about protecting the players, so they say. You know what I mean? So we'll do that. But the kickoff, I'll give it another year. But if the same results of this like lack of kick returns, motherfuckers either kicking it out of the end zone or trying to kick it in the zone, so you have to return it. Like, if there's no return, if there's no how kickoff returns, then what are we doing?
With this kickoff, I don't see why you would kick it in the end zone anyway.
I mean, because you're gonna put them at the 30. Because you're gonna put them at the 30, so you don't want to do that.
Yeah, you can put them on the list and kick that bitch to the 5 and force you to return that bitch.
But it just seemed like, bro, like it seemed like you can still get 30 yards because nobody moves yet until you got it. Like,
right. But
so
I'm saying they ain't figured it out
if
yet.
I can return it and still get the same 30 of you kicking it out of bounds, like it's not like I'm getting to the 50 or the 45. Like it just wasn't that high volume of kick returns going to the 40 or even to the 40. Like it wasn't. I don't get it. So I don't know, man. I'll give it another year though. I'm honest enough to give it another year, but
what other NFL changes y'all don't like? Let me hear this. This is because I didn't know I was going to enjoy that one. What other NFL changes y'all don't like?
A change I would like is to get rid of the fucking chain game and just electronically spot this bitch. Is there a way to put a chip or something in the ball and there's monitors in wherever the 10-yard is, the 10-yard line, the 10 yards you need for a first. And just do it that way. Like, get the chain game out of here. Like,
you know the problem with that is, I think, because I've been on this same shit, right? The ball, the uniforms, the goal lines. Like, I feel you on that. The problem is, the best way to get that off is either on turf or in a dome. And every team don't got turf, which is I fucking don't recommend nobody play on turf. I hate that shit.
I hate turf. That's what's causing a whole bunch of injuries and shit. That stupid ass turf.
But even with the grass, you can put something in the orange pylon and spot it 10 yards from where you need to be. And then the tip in the ball, once it crosses or touches that sensor in these pylons on both sides of the field.
It'll let you know. No, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I don't know. The chain game to me is like it's iffy because you stretching this bitch out, you can still kind of be on the back end pinching it or something. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just.
You said it's not all the way fair,
shit, but bro, like the chain game for me, like y'all, it's been a great run. I appreciate it, but we can elevate the game a little bit more.
We can do it out.
Yeah, we can do it out.
What about you, Diva? What you got? What you want to change? Or
I do want the chain game to go away. Like the chip, that's not a bad idea. I didn't think about it that way. That's not a bad idea at all. Or like maybe some type of I don't know, like a drone or something. I don't know, to like spot it.
Yeah,
these drones are very specific.
Yeah, you're right.
They're very, very specific. So maybe something like that, like a bird's eye view of things. Because no matter what, we're human, we make mistakes. So I think sometimes these refs be a little off. Especially when it comes to them cheating ass Chiefs. But that's a whole nother story. I don't like. Is it that I don't like? I read some stuff about some new stuff that's coming up in the 25-26 season, and it's some crazy stuff. But something about a penalty, like the penalty flag, like the challenge flags or something, that you'll get an extra one.
That's fine.
Let me look at it.
They should have one each half.
Almost like basketball.
I think you should have one each half.
Like basketball.
Got one each half.
Yeah, and I actually like that. Yeah, I think that was the one I was looking at. I think that's a good idea because just one all game is kind of scarce. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like,
but they do that with basketball too. You only get one per game, and I think that's kind of scarce.
No, basketball got one per half now.
Do it like that.
They do it like that.
One per half? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got one per half.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, they should definitely go ahead and rearrange that. I think they said they were doing that, putting that into effect 25-26. So that'll be good. That'll be good. And that's what y'all was saying about but I gotta read up on what they changing and see if I even like some of this stuff. And the biggest thing for me is the turf. I just want them to go back to old school grass. Because when the last time y'all really seen people like now back in the day when you could really hit people and like people don't get all soft and all this shit, because let's be real, it's gotten very soft, the NFL. When you seen people getting a tibula, fibula, kneecap, hip broke all at the same time, because those cleats are sticking in. Yeah, they're sticking in that turf, and when a big ass 280-pound linebacker falls on your shit, it's snapping. And you know what I'm saying? Because it's sticking in that turf, and you can't You know what I'm saying? So I think they should just get rid of all this fake ass turf, but they're not because it's probably cheaper because grass is expensive to maintain at that caliber of, you know what I'm saying? It has to be green and it cut a certain way, and
And treat it right. No, for real.
yeah, treating it, so I think they should go back to the old school grass, but I doubt if that happens.
I hope
Is
they
there?
go back.
I haven't read really a whole bunch of
Rule changes and
no,
stuff.
no, 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 no. What I really want to happen is that when these damn refs fuck up on something that was clearly unfuckable upper, like you shouldn't have fucked up on that. Fine they ass. Fine. I know they get fined like according to your tax bracket, but start fining them a little bit more. Stop just because you can cost the team the game. Like last year when Amari Cooper before he got traded, clearly he was 20 miles from out of bounds. 20 miles.
Man, that Houston game, the first one, like in the regular season, yeah.
20 miles from out of bounds, and they called him out of bounds at like the 30 or the 20 or something like that. I was so damn mad. I said, are you serious?
That's a game that they took a win from Deshaun Watson.
Definitely.
That is a game they took. Yeah, it is. So yeah, start getting on these refs a little bit more too, man, because anybody got time for that. Like you could really cost, a person a game or to go to the playoffs or something like that. Like start getting on them a little bit more.
Okay, so I just brought up the possible rule changes on the ballot for them. The NFL is considering several rule changes for the 2025 season, including eliminating low blocks. The NFL is looking to remove blocks that take place below the knees, which can lead to knee or lower leg injuries. How y'all feel about that one?
Are they talking about like just because it's certain blocks that people just like if you got somebody coming at you and they just intending on taking your legs from up under you and stuff like that. I mean, I could see that because you could really fuck somebody up. But just like trip, like how about do they mean like tripping somebody? Because that's your feet, so that's below that's your lower body. So what if you just trip somebody? Like
no, use it. No, but that's a call for that. That's literally called tripping. It's a call for that. So eliminating low blocks is an intentional, right? I'm on the offense. I'm going to block the defender, and my initial burst is to go below the knees. I don't like anybody who blocks like that because that's not how blocking works.
Right.
That's a cop out, and that's the fastest way to injure somebody.
Subject to injury. Yeah. I can get with that. I mean, I could definitely get with that. I could get with that.
The next one is changing onside kick rules. The NFL is considering changing to the onside kick, such as allowing the team to execute a single play to retain possession. I ain't gonna lie. I might like that.
Okay, so an onside kick.
So it's,
the other team gets it.
Right. I kick it. I'm kicking it to them, but once they go 10 yards, I recover it before they get a chance to. That's the onside kick.
Okay.
So this year,
what's the rule?
It usually be you could just line up and you could just change to the onside kick. You don't got to get no forewarning. Y'all can just be lined up one way and just switch it up and go to the onside kick. This year they made it so you can't just switch in the middle of the play. You have to come out and onside kick or you got a regular kick it. Because they had the new rules set up, it's hard for me to say, okay, we're going to line up back here to kick it. But, you're going to line up there to kick it, and then we're going to turn around and have y'all run back here so we can line up for the onside. That wasn't going to work. So, right now they saying, instead of doing all that, we're going to come out and line up the offense versus the defense. And, if you make this 20-yard play, then you keep the ball. If you don't, then they get the ball where it's at.
Okay, I can get with that.
That's what I was saying. I think I might be able to go for that.
Yeah, I could go with that. That's not bad.
Franchise tag. Teams can designate franchise tag or traditional tag players starting February 18th at 4 p.m., which is basically right after the Super Bowl, like soon as the new league season starts, versus having to wait until they usually have to wait till after the combine. Like March 1st, they can start franchising tagging people. But they saying in this one, as soon as the season over, they can start franchise tagging and all that.
That's not bad either.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. It's not huge. So yeah, that's cool. I'm with that.
Okay, free agency. Teams can begin contract negotiations with unrestricted free agents starting March 10th. So okay. Usually the new league season, and that's funny. Usually the new league season starts. That's crazy. I just remembered this off the top of my head. It usually starts about March 15th. March 15th is usually the universal date where all new shit can start happening. You want to start trading motherfuckers so they can start counting for next year. You know, contracts roll over for next year. That's usually March 15th. What they're saying is instead of waiting until March 15th, teams can start um, contract negotiations with unrestricted free agents 5 days before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you already under contract or you got a restricted tag, you can't get in no contract negotiation. But everybody that's free to go wherever the fuck they want to go, you can get in contract negotiation.
Okay. I mean, I think that's probably a little bit more fair than before. Yeah, that's okay. I like that.
Okay.
A little bit more opportunity for that. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. What you think, Jo? That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just trying to figure out why am I hearing. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear you? Is that what the problem is?
No, I can hear y'all, but it's like y'all echoing too. I can hear me too.
Oh, through one of ours. Let me see. Let me turn some of my volume down. How that sound?
Might be me. Is it me? It might be my AirPods.
Is it echoing? Oh, both of y'all on earphones. I ain't on earphones. Oh shit. I
Yeah,
probably should follow suit.
it might. I don't know. It sounds more so on her end.
Let me find out you got it on speaker mode.
I'm in my AirPods.
Okay, no, then
I
she can.
can.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can hear myself a little bit too. That's crazy.
Okay, so usually what I do is I'll probably try to hit mute when somebody else talking just to try to keep the feedback down. That's what I usually do. Man, y'all been
Okay.
rocking with me for 2 hours, man. I appreciate this. I actually get to talk ball with people who know something about ball. This is amazing, okay? Because a lot of folks don't know nothing. They swear up and down. They can call, this play and that day, and I be looking at them like, bro, you sound like you ain't never even played football, let alone can tell me what position does what. Like, I don't know, man. It's been, but it's a pleasure with y'all for sure. So, oh yeah, it was another rule change. Oh, okay, I was about to say I thought you should have been able to hit the link, but you good. What was the other one? It was one more. Oh, trading period. Uh, oh shit, it's a couple of them. You got. Oh, they talking about moving it to 18 games.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did say that.
They should just play 20 games. You don't need a preseason.
Right.
You don't need a preseason. If anything, they could do like the NBA do, and you could have a little rookie league or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That way, you want to try out players and shit, and that could be the preseason. You have 3-4 games in the summer where the vets ain't got to really be there, and all the draft picks, the undrafted niggas, get to play a few games. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't like preseason. I don't see a purpose for
I
it.
hate preseason. I really do. It's so annoying. It is.
Ooh. Okay. So along with the usual AFC West slate, The Silver and Black will face the AFC South and the NFC East in the upcoming season. Additionally, since the team finished last in the division, they will face the fourth place teams in the AFC North, NFC North, and AFC East. Oh shit, this is the Raiders schedule. So we play the Raiders. I hope we whoop their ass too.
Me too.
I hope we whoop their ass too. Well, I'm like, wait. I like Vegas though. I ain't gonna lie. I actually kind of like Vegas, but
Shit, if it ain't the Browns, I don't care.
yeah, I lived out there for a little minute. Man, it's been Hooley, where you at, bro? Hey, Hooley been in the background chilling too. Where Hooley at? This usually about his it's my time. All right, man. I'm about to go ahead and do stand five. How long before you ready, darling?
We go on at 8:00.
Oh, so you got about
So
an hour 15, about an hour and a quarter. Okay. All
yeah,
right.
I'm about to finish this stuff up on StreamYard and do a couple things, and then I go on. I'll send you the link.
No, for sure.
Or whatever.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll send you the link for sure.
Yeah, we've been on
All
here
right, well, it was
chilling.
fun. Yeah.
It was. I'm glad y'all came. Listen, it is always a pleasure to have different personalities and different perspectives on. Because for one, I don't like talking to myself, and two, I don't like people thinking I think I'm always right.
Right. No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I want them to know that I can take feedback too. Even if I don't agree with it, I can still, hey, I was about to say, what's wrong? You good, bro?
No, it's still doing the same shit, bro. Like
it's still the echo too?
It's not even an echo. It's like you guys are talk and then I'll hear it again.
Oh, it's delayed. Okay, or a double take, or like a double take. There go Hooley. You was over there asleep. Oh shit, his mic ain't working. Let me find out your mic ain't working either.
Let me do this.
Yeah, man. It's been
okay.
I am looking forward to the draft. I'm looking forward to the off season. I really think the Browns are not that far away from actually doing something incredible. I'm a believer. You know, I could be wrong, and that's okay. But I am a believer. I do feel like, as I said earlier in the season, J.O. was on the show when I told him, I say, this is a great year for the Browns to suck. This is a perfect year for the Browns to suck.
Yeah.
All right? They got good cap room.
Yo,
okay, you in?
Oh yeah, this Mike tripping.
I figured that's what it was. I figured. You good?
I'm straight.
Okay. Man, what you was over there whipping up? Healthy alien. What you got on the list?
None of your business.
Man, damn, bro. You ain't even gonna hit me on to the little sea moss and cabbage mix and nothing, huh? No, yeah, man. We go over some of these rule changes that they got coming up.
Okay. All right, look, I'm gonna see you at 8:00. I'm gonna send you the link. I gotta do some other stuff.
Okay, go ahead and do your
thing. It was a pleasure.
Yes,
always,
sure,
we appreciate you.
Always send me, always send me a link or whatever. Well, yeah, just send it to me whenever, and then I'll join for sure.
Definitely.
All right, I'll see y'all.
Yep.
Bless.
All right.
Yeah, man. J.O., bro. I need to get
man.
like you and get my setup game back popping. You feel?
I mean, I'm just like, and I'm in like the basement. Like my setup is in the garage, but temperatures has prevented. So I put a little makeshift shit together.
Listen, I've been sitting up here with this motherfucking heater blowing up under this motherfucking cover.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta get it how you get it, brother. For sure. Right. Yeah, I had to, just throw this shit together just to have a backdrop. But
no, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's some.
Man.
They got some. Go ahead.
Just to piggyback off what you were saying about the Browns, they're not like a shitty squad right now. You know what I mean? They just need to do right by this upcoming draft, man. Cause why not? Why can they not still be able to compete this year? Like, I know the AFC is tough, but shit. I mean, I don't know. I just think that if you do it right, the possibilities of the Browns not having a shitty season next year is
I don't think it's gonna be shitty as everybody think. I think
that's what I'm saying.
Make some noise. I don't think it's gonna be a crazy rebuild like everybody think. Like, man, this league is changing every day, and like, man, half of these people only know the players that they putting in their face and on TV.
Yeah,
I bet half of them don't even know the defensive players that's in the Super Bowl right now for Philly. Like, it's dogs in this league right now. You feel me? It's dogs in this league, and they all over. That's why I'm like, Myles, my dog, but you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be here, I don't want nobody on the squad that don't want to be here.
Yeah, like
all happy people on the squad that want to be here.
It's just one.
I like one of them young boys talking.
Though, man.
Because Cam and I watch Cam and definitely Shador, because Cam been all on Shador stuff right now, and Cam just got his channel started, and they both on it. Like, we turn the city up. Like, this shit, we get drafted.
Bro, why not? Like, I would relish in the moment to be in a position
and that's what they told Cam. They told Cam Ward, like, man, it's gonna be cold out there. He like, I don't care. I'm gonna have my little Lamar jacket hoodie thing with the hand warmer. Like, I can't wait to get the hand warmer.
Man, let's turn this city up, man.
Like,
it'll be nice and warm in the city if we just can turn it up. Like, yeah, you ain't gonna worry about the cold weather, man.
And he felt like the Browns was the closest team out of the top three to, not on no rebuild, like closer to a championship. He like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and he see that stadium. He see that stadium down the road. He's like, yeah, let's go ahead and build this stadium, baby. I'll stick it in the cold for a couple of years for you, big dog. But let's go to the stadium and get busy. Like, I just want him to do right by this draft, man. Like, you just got to do right by it, because I do believe jobs depend on it. Like, jobs depend on this shit. Like, we cannot have a mediocre season. That's why I believe we won't. Because we just can't, like, again, jobs depend on it, man. I believe jobs depend on it, man. I might be wrong, but you don't get this right. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, man, I want Cam Ward. Hey, I had to just listen to this. So Cam Ward at the combine, Cam Ward asks his homies, he say, who you think closer to a ring? Tennessee, Cleveland, or the Giants? So I guess old boy whoever he was talking to was gonna say Cleveland, but he like, man, but Cleveland about to lose Myles Garrett.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's at the private workout. Yeah, they all working out together.
He said, yeah, Myles requested.
What?
No
me. Right, he like this because he requested a trade. That'll be the damn thing.
Don't look at the microwave.
Hey, both of them though, man. Both of them ready. We gonna see what we do.
Cause I heard that Deion, as much as he wants his child to do what he wants his child to do, but he's not going to be in the way of.
No, he's not.
Shador.
And Shador, and that's what I be trying to tell you. That like half of these people, they don't be paying attention, and like Shador, he a daddy boy. He is daddy's son. You know what I'm saying? He want to be around that, but when it comes to this, he was telling his father, like his father, he like, brother, I got this. Like, man, I told him the leash is over. I told him it's a wrap. Every time I talk to him, I'll be like, it's a wrap. That shit is over. Bro.
Yeah, I got this, man. I know you know the game.
He ready to be on, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, because look,
why would he turn down? But just think about it. Growing up, why would he turn down his father being his coach? Yeah, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he like, oh, my father got to be my coach. You know what I'm saying? Deion like, man, I can get the best out of my boy. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he did. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, in this situation, I think, look, for me, if it was between Cam and Shador, I just believe in this system, like you said, Trent. Shador is just a better fit.
Definitely is. Y'all do your thing. Hold on.
And if that's going to be the case, then why fucking beat around the bush? I mean, Cam is a different specimen, but if we talking about someone who fits and that can run this bitch and get this shit shaking, why not? But would he not be there?
And that's my thing. I think Shador goes 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee keep the pick.
But they cool with Levis? They ain't fucking with him?
I think it's not that I think I think they are cool with Levis. Even though quite a few people that came to me and said, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. I think they cool with Levis, but even if they not cool with Levis, bro, y'all that already took a quarterback the 2 years before this, you took quarterback last year. You got the number 1 pick, you're gonna spend it on a quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
But if I know one of you thirsty niggas want a quarterback, you feel me, like the Raiders or the Giants, and you gonna give me multiple picks and I'm only moving down, I'm still in the top 5, you still gonna get a generational talent. Because I think this year's draft is full of generational talent.
Yeah, outside of the quarterback position.
Yeah, outside of quarterback. I think I think it's some defensive tackles that's generational. I think it's some pass rushers that's generational.
Yes, sir.
I think it's a few wide receivers that's potentially generational. It's quite a few running backs.
Yes, sir.
Crazy fire. And we ain't even talked about the linemen. Yeah. And it's a hell of a lot of good offensive linemen in the draft.
Some good tackles out there, buddy. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, if Mans want out of here, man, get up out of here, and we'll get these assets and bring people in that want to be here.
Because that's our best. That's our best asset we have.
What Mike Thomas
so we're gonna get a haul for it. Like we're gonna get a haul for it, dog. Like we might even, like I said, we might even get. Like I'll give you my wife and my second born. And 2 first rounds and 2 players. Like we're gonna get a haul for Myles. So if you want to go, I can respect it and I get it. But yeah, that I think it wins for both. Like so to speak.
That's what I'm saying. It's a win for both at the end of the day.
Wait, a win for who?
And
the Browns and Myles.
There ain't no guarantee he go get what he wanted.
They trading
into that road.
Man, y'all talking about this season, right?
I mean, and moving forward.
No.
This season and moving forward.
Myles sitting this year, bro. You made that shit up. That nigga sit. You either gonna play.
About the contract?
Man, listen, I'm telling you.
So that was one of my questions.
My
like
second bar.
I'm giving you everything. Like, it's gonna be something for this, dog. Like, but like,
look, my second boy.
You can have it. Bring them, because I know 14 teams that made the playoffs this year can use them. Like, I mean, I'm not saying all 14 will be in the running, but I'm just saying, like, hypothetically. But
I mean, listen.
But look, my question was though, like if he sits, doesn't that make it ugly? Like, do we want an ugly
situation here? I do not care. See,
but no, that's a distraction. What they call them?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like Mike Thomas said, man, I don't want no hostages, bro. I don't want
a hostage. You're not a hostage.
It's a distraction.
You got a contract, and you knew before you requested this trade that we was not in a financial position to trade you.
Distractions in the building, though, man.
Right.
I don't want.
Then don't come to the building. Sit your weak ass at home.
No, but that's still a distraction.
No, it ain't. You ain't here. Why Myles ain't playing? Myles chose not to play.
Why is Myles not here? Why is
Myles chose not to play?
Why is Myles not here?
Go ask Myles why he's not gonna play
every week. Why is Myles not here? Why is Myles not here?
Go ask Myles. And every week I'm gonna tell you, go ask Myles. Don't ask me. Go ask Myles. When we 6-0, go ask Myles.
Right.
And Myles agent, go ask Myles.
And Myles' agent said, "Be quiet." So you ain't getting shit from Myles.
Go ask Myles.
We gonna get nothing from Myles, so we come back to y'all.
And listen, my only thing is, I don't care that you requested the trade. I care how you acted after you requested the trade. That is my problem.
Yeah. That speed dating tour is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
So then,
you had to do it like that, because nobody disrespected you. Because the organization never disrespected you.
Hey, bro, bye. Then bye. You know what I mean?
No, listen, because now you think you can dictate how this goes, and that's the message.
No,
that's the message. No, you don't get to dictate how this goes.
If we send him where he want to go, that's the dictate.
Yes, sir.
And believe
it or not, asked him about that too, and he like, I would like to. I hope we can come to something in agreement.
No, dog.
We ain't coming to no agreement.
No, dog. You blew that.
These last 2 years, I'm about to do what I want to do, but I ain't gonna keep you here.
But I'm not gonna keep you here if you don't want to be here. Man, but I'm gonna get what I want to get. I'm gonna get what I want to get for you.
Right.
I'm not taking a $40 million cap hit because your weak ass had a change of heart. Bitch, sit your weak ass at home.
But
you either gonna play this season out. Now, if you decide to play this season out, what I can do is I can take at least half of this $36 million or at least $20 million and give it to you straight up.
Okay,
you don't gotta play on. If you gonna play this season, right? We ain't gotta do that. We gonna give you so we don't got this bigger cap hit. And if the shit don't work out, we go halfway through the season, then I'll off you.
But if
you come with this demand shit and all this shit, bitch, you can sit at home.
Right, You just said he can sit.
Yeah, but if you're gonna play this season, I'm saying if you're not gonna be on that trash, you gonna actually play. Neither one of your contract, neither one of your years has guaranteed money on it. That's one of your problems. You ain't saying that, but I know this. Nigga, you can get 25 this year and 20 next year. So, nigga, of course you upset. But if you gonna play, bitch, I'll give you 20 million up top. And because you've been here this long and you've earned, I'll give you 20 mil up top, bro. Play the season. When we get to the end of the season, then we can figure it out.
Yeah.
I say we send them to Tennessee, take the first, and man, there you go with this shit too.
What?
I say we send to Tennessee, take the first and the second, Shador, Cam, and Travis Hunter. Either Shador or Cam with the first and Travis Hunter with the second. I don't want both of them.
Yeah.
I only want one.
We do not need Travis worried about his hoochie running around the city with these heathens.
Because you know niggas in Cleveland gonna fuck his bitch. You know niggas in Cleveland gonna fuck his bitch.
But can you imagine Shador and Travis Hunter because of the fact that Travis Hunter is not going to be an offensive minded. He's going to be a corner with packages. With packages with a quarterback that you're familiar with. Like we can say all about the off the field shit and everybody's broad and all that shit, but like together they are something crazy. And he's only going to be in on certain packages. He's not going to be the focal point of offense. And you put him with Denzel. You don't think Myles is sitting put?
So you saying
I don't think Myles cares about
you starting him on the defense. He a defensive player.
He's a corner with packages on offense.
I'm so sorry.
You think he a better corner?
Yeah.
I do think he's a better corner.
Yes, I do.
I think he a more explosive receiver. I think
Yes,
he's
I
more
do.
I
technical
agree.
as a
National media,
like
national
he's
media just think
technically
he's a
sound
better
as
receiver.
a corner, but I think he's more explosive as a receiver.
I
No,
mean, because you get to be more explosive. He was bored at the corner. Like
he was
you know what I mean? He
throwing
didn't really get no action. He didn't really get no action in the corner.
shit
So
out.
like
They were scared to throw it to him for
so
sure.
you're not going to get that explosiveness that you're going to get on offense because you're trying to get him the ball. So it's just a little bit different. So I
That's
just
true.
believe with
That's true.
him having packages on the offense, it makes the offense a little bit more dynamic because you don't know when he's going to come in. You don't know how he's going to run the package. But again, you're asking Kevin Stefanski, as I like to call him, you're asking him to be able to maneuver with these weapons. Like you got to play, you got to play calling back, baby. So what you going to do with these weapons? Like
I don't think wide receiver is the most pressing need on the offense. I feel like it's quarterback. So if we get if just say we do trade Myles to Tennessee and take the first pick, I'm taking Cam with the first pick, bro. I'm not taking Shador. I'm taking Cam.
That's crazy.
I'm taking Cam, man. Hey, listen. What I like about Cam is Cam gonna talk that shit and he gonna walk that shit. Cam ain't, you know, I just talk shit to Cam. Oh, bitch, we throwing a touchdown right over your head. That's type time Cam
Hey,
on.
hold on, man. Shador be popping it on the field, bro.
Man, you kidding me?
Crazy.
Like
You
I'm
seeing
man,
the
he's
wrist.
beyond kid. That goes without saying.
Seeing the wrist. You seeing the wrist. You ain't hearing
bro,
the
he
mouth.
be hollering and backing that shit up.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
The only thing I don't like, look, Shador for me,
when he
like
you
Shador,
doing the sneak dissing and all that, you try to come dap him up and all that. He checked everything that came his way. Like, no, man, I heard what you said. Back it up.
See, Shador for me, I just need you to not try to feel like you got to do too much. Because at times, you know what I mean, Colorado, you tried to do too much and you lost hella yards trying to do that shit. Like when you come to the league, you got to know your outlets. You got to, I mean, like I just want, like, if you're gonna come in, bro, be like a Daniels, like be like CJ, like be like these young motherfuckers that came in the league and understood the process and how to read defense and like and check downs and be able to know how to not like create, because he created a lot of negative plays, bro. Like, and that just for me can't translate over to the league. Like, other than that, I think he's, for me, in this system with Kevin Stefanski, Shador, Cam. I just think Cam's going to be another statistic, so to speak. Like, in the ground, I think Kevin ain't going to do him right. It's not going to be him per se. It's going to be the offense. It's just like it's not suit. It's like because Cam need to do more. Like Shador is a pocket. I'm gonna look for the last fucking receiver before I make a decision at times. But like, nah, man. But he does. But Cam, he has more to his game, and I don't think Kevin
he can run. He can actually run.
Kevin don't do well with them. Like he don't do well with them running quarterbacks.
That's not true, man.
Name one.
I don't think that's true.
Because I don't think it's true because for every quarterback that was mobile, that we gonna say, oh, it don't seem like Kevin could coach him. We could point out 17 plays a game where them motherfuckers flat out miss open receivers.
I mean, that's a fact.
So I can't blame Kevin for you just not seeing it, bro. It's right there. Everybody else see it. The motherfuckers on the defense see that motherfucker wide open, but you can't. I can't put that on Kevin.
And for those 7, did you say 7? Maybe 7, 8? I forgot the number. 17. But for those 17, can you not say at least maybe 8 of them were you not utilizing your quarterback's potential at this moment? Like, tell me how many mobile quarterbacks he was successful with.
Well, how many has he had?
I mean, I was about to say, how many has he had?
Deshaun, I guess Baker would be considered a mobile quarterback.
I mean, Baker was mobile enough.
But Deshaun
Deshaun
is fully
Watson was
mobile.
mobile. He couldn't
Nobody else
figure it
was
out.
mobile, bro. I don't think he's had a. I don't think he's had
In
a.
Minnesota, I don't even know how long of a stretch of offensive coordinator he had there. I know he was there for 11 years, but I don't know.
They
I
had
don't
Kirk
think it was
Cousins
11.
though.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's when he was most successful with Kirk Cousins. But I don't know if he was with like the Culpepper era and all that shit, like what his position was.
Yeah,
like
but he was low, man.
Yeah, for real.
He
So
was
I
like
give him that.
video coordinator or some shit. Then he was
Yeah.
like tight ends coach. Like he had a few. So he probably did work with a few quarterbacks. But just as far as him being the guy with the voice,
Yeah.
it was Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins.
I don't know.
He came over here to Baker.
Most success. And with Baker, again, he's mobile enough. He didn't use that. But then Jacoby, he was successful with, sort of. What's my boy? Flacco, he was successful with, of course. Like these, like, not, I ain't gonna say statue, but like these pocket first read, if it's not their second dump off type quarterback is because he is tight end heavy for a reason. And those tight ends are like safety valves. So why not have somebody who can just I don't know what to do with somebody who I can spread them out, and if it ain't there, you take off. Like
that style of football to me is just
it's relevant.
I don't like one trick ponies. Okay. In my opinion, my ideal quarterback, it don't matter. Under center, shotgun, wildcat, wherever the fuck you give my quarterback the ball at, he gonna make it shake. You know what I'm saying? I like the mobile quarterback more so than the traditional quarterback because the players on defense are faster and stronger now.
Yeah.
So to hang your hat on a quarterback that's just basically a sitting duck, a statue, it just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Just from a talent standpoint, it just doesn't make sense. This motherfucker, if you gonna get a person like that, his release got to be so quick. His ability to change the plays in the blocking coverage at the line got to be so top tier. You know what I'm saying? You need a mobile quarterback now. Like you gotta have it.
I agree, but I'm not sold on Kevin's ability to understand that. Like, sir, I know you want to make these people like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Deshaun Watson sometimes threw the ball 40 times, 20. Like he was having quarterback throw the ball 40 times. But if you have a quarterback that can move, why not? That's why I thought they brought in Dorsey because of that element. But I don't know.
I thought Dorsey was brought in because he was a seasoned front office guy.
Okay.
I feel like at that time, Jimmy Haslam was still a new owner. 5-year owner at that time. He's still young. At the time, he was going through that private jet stuff with his airplane company and shit. And he just needed somebody experienced there while he handled this other stuff. And this is when his wife started being more vocal on what's going on with the Browns, and he was doing this other shit. That's when we found out, oh, she the Browns fan. He just bought the team. Okay. Yeah. But I think they're gonna get it right now. I like Stefanski. I like Barry. I think continuity is more important than anything for the Browns right now because you never know who's running the show. And that's unattractive to any employee. I never know who's really in the league. I never know what direction you're going in. That's a problem. When you got the same coach there, as you were saying earlier, Marvin Lewis stayed over there for 13, 15 years before they finally made a change. You know what I mean? So that continuity is everything, and I think that's more attractive a lot of times than your position and winning.
I mean, I agree. Stability does help. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I just, again, you believe they're going to get it right. I believe in my heart they have no choice but to get it right because jobs depends on it. I
Everybody
just,
fired.
yeah, and I don't want that. I just want everything to continue to be this. Like I don't want to keep changing for coaches and staff and shit. Like I don't like, you know what I mean? And I'm not I'm not hard on Kevin as a head coach. It's just sometimes for me it's just play calling, man. Like I get it. Coach called a play, players gotta execute. But sometimes the
You
play
just
don't
call
match
a whack
the
ass
players.
play.
Like sometimes the plays just don't match the players. And it's just, you gotta you gotta get better at that. You're young still as a head coach. This is you having all the reins. So you just gotta get better at that. And I hope that he figures this shit out in the offseason and we see what happens. Like, but this draft, this everything, the draft, the picks, whatever they do with Myles, like all this shit, it's important, man. Denzel, everybody, like, you know what I mean? But yeah,
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 it's
bro.
definitely important for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, damn, we've been going for 3 hours.
I know, bro. I jumped in late, but yeah, I appreciate you
That's
having me as
cool.
always, big dog. Like, I appreciate you having me on, man, all the time, bro.
Always, man.
Yeah,
Look, I appreciate you showing up. You know what I'm saying? You always welcome, bro. You already know, man. It's all love. It's all
yeah.
love.
I'll be on tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? Hop on in, bro.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Oh wait, what's tomorrow? Friday?
yeah.
I gotta work in the afternoon.
I mean, I'm going to 6, but I know the Cats play at 7, so you're pushing it.
Okay.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you be
But
having late night work too?
sometimes, like Fridays, it would be the best day to do it because I don't have to work the next day. So you know what I mean. Mondays, nah. I try to keep it an hour. I might go over a little bit, but yeah, I got to go to bed by.
Got that
You know what I mean?
routine. Look,
Yeah, that
you
routine is
talking
what it
a little
is.
season. You need that
Yeah,
routine though, for
for
real.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at Dee Trynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. When you get in there, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly, Dee Trynt. Today was a great episode. Got to chop it up with the homie JL show, unedited. Make sure you all follow him. Go check him out on all platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Spotify. Great show every time we hear this man. Um, Shout out to Sports Diva. She got her podcast too. I'm gonna be up on there in about an hour or so, chopping it up with them. They got a nice little group in that show. It's about 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
It's different fans, but I think they all from Cleveland. But they got a really great chemistry.
That's what's
I,
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I rocked with them I think it was last week, week before. Really great chemistry. So I definitely enjoyed that. Shout out to Tap. I know Tap got out of here early, but he helped kick off the show. He had a lot of good insight. He had a lot of good feedback. It was a pleasure to have Tap on as well. As always, the man behind the curtain, Hooley. Appreciate you, God. All right. A lot of this shit wouldn't be happening
Yes, yes,
without you,
yes,
bro.
yes,
So we
yes.
appreciate you. All
Yeah.
right.
Appreciate you, bro.
Make
Already.
sure y'all like, subscribe, share, follow all of us. Make sure y'all replay it, share it with your friends. Let me know y'all feedback. Please stay warm because I know it's getting cold out there, man.
Yeah.
And be easy, man. Holla at y'all later. Yeah.
For sure.